What's going on, everyone? Can you hear me? How's the microphone sounding? Sounding all right? Cool. All right, here we go. Red Sox, Yankees. All right. Cool beans. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, bad news about the season. Rob Manfred or whatever saying he's not feeling too confident or something like that. What did he say exactly? Yes, on ESPN, Manfred warns that the season is at risk. That's not something you want to see. So hopefully these teams, hopefully they can get the act together. I mean, there's been a lot of positive tests in the last week or so. The whole Marlins thing was a disaster. I mean, the NBA, the NHL, they're doing so good with it right now. I mean, they're doing the bubble system. That's why I don't know why Major League Baseball just didn't do the bubble system. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. But, I mean, all I know is that it's working for the NBA. It's working for the NHL. They've maybe had like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 positive tests of that. So, I don't know. Hey, what's going on, Patrick? Yeah, man. No problem at all. Dude, hey, the Cardinals one was fun today, man. I like that one. That was, yeah. The Cardinals have a pretty interesting team. All they need is a little offense. Maybe some pitching, but, I mean, no, overall, that was a fun team to do, Patrick. What's up, Jackson? What's up, AJ? How we doing? I knew you guys would be here first. Oh, base hit. Oh, we got Verdugo out and left today, huh? Sorry, guys. Sorry I was a little late, guys. I really got to work on the timing of these live streams. I lose track of time so easily. That's being a school teacher. We lose track of time like there's no tomorrow. But yeah, I was finishing up the my Colorado Rockies video. I just uploaded that. So if anytime during this you want to go like take a break and go watch that real quick, it's uploaded. It's good to go. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the 2 videos I uploaded today. The Cardinals one was fun. This Rockies one was fun too. I really liked that. I was kind of a part of me in the poll that I posted. I was really hoping that people would pick the Rockies because they are off to a pretty good start. Yeah, it's kind of like a hot take kind of a video. I'm sure some people will comment on it, calling me an idiot and stuff like that. I already had one guy the other day call me, what did he call me? He called me a joke. That was fun. I love mean comments. Those are always nice. I love mean people. Hey, what's going on, Alex? What's going on? Is it Pokemon? Pokemon. Pokemon Wizard. What's going on? I will say, guys, these live streams have been pretty successful so far. The very first live stream that I did, which went like pretty terrible because I didn't even know what I was doing, the Yankees Nationals one, that one overall got over 3,000 views. And I think the most viewers we had at one point was, I believe it was over 100 people in the chat at one point. Most likely a lot of those people were probably looking for the actual game to be streamed. That was my guess. But overall, like towards the end, we still had a good amount of people. And, sorry, excuse me, I got to drink some water here. And then the last live stream that we did, the Astros-Dodgers game, we got up to over 700 views on that. So we didn't have as many people as the Nationals-Yankees game. But we had I think overall consistently we had like 20 to like, maybe not 25, around like 20 viewers, 15 to 20 the whole time. So that was pretty cool. But overall, the streams they're getting the clicks, so that's pretty cool. What's going on, Angel? I am not the GOAT. Stop it. I like watching the Giants back-to-back days of 4+ run comebacks. The Giants, it's funny when I was kind of thinking of the Giants for this year, a part of me was, kind of looking at how they did last year, but then I was also thinking, like, in the back of my head, they got Johnny Cueto back. They still got Zamarja. Yastrzemski had a good year last year. He was pretty underrated, in my opinion, last year. Is that CC Sabathia? Is that CC just watching the game here at Yankee Stadium? I think the Giants, they might not be too far off as people think. I think they have some decent pieces on that team still. I don't think they're really going to do much this year, but I think they might surprise some people a little bit. Yeah, Jackson. I guess if you're getting haters, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something right. So, yeah, CC Jackson, he lost a lot of weight. What's going on, Jake? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, Jake, thank you, man. I was just saying a little earlier before you got in, that was a fun video to make. I was kind of looking at the Rockies team and kind of looking at their stats through the first few games here of the season. They're looking pretty good. Their bullpen is doing really good. Almost like 12 innings out of the bullpen, like scoreless innings. That bullpen's looking really good. Starting pitching's looking okay. Of the starting pitching, that was the only problem with that team last year. Offense was really good. Good defense, especially on the left side of the infield. The Rockies, they can hit. If they can just pitch and pitch out of the bullpen. Wade Davis was terrible last year. I really think the Rockies, that's why I put the Rockies at the top spot in my teams that could surprise some people this year. Because they do have a good team, and that was just like a weird season for them last year. So, if you guys think back to before last season, a lot of people were picking the Rockies to win that, maybe not win the division, but to get a wild card at least. So, on hell, I disagree with your decision on Molina and Wainwright. You got to respect what they have done. I agree. I trust me. I completely respect what they've done. I love Yadier Molina. I love Wainwright. Wainwright still has one of the better curveballs in the game. And the advanced stats actually show that. His curveball right now is, I believe, in the top 25% of how much it breaks. He still has a great curveball. I like Wainwright. I'm just wondering if I know he will come back on a short deal. I just know the Cardinals, they have some younger guys coming up. I think he definitely could go back. Again, just my opinion. These videos that I'm going to be doing on like how to fix teams, think of like MLB The Show, just without MLB The Show. So it's more me just kind of having fun with it. But again, but I like doing those kind of videos, or I'm going to like doing these kind of videos because, hey, just like what you're doing here, it's sparking conversation, and that's what we need. I want people to disagree with me. I don't want people to agree with everything I say. My opinion, I said this in the last stream, I am very far from correct a lot of the times, but that's why, people just in today's world, we need to learn how to have a conversation, so it's okay to disagree. And I'm the first one to say, like, I will be the first one to say, I suck. I was wrong. I goofed that up. So, yeah, I could absolutely see Wainwright coming back. Absolutely. I think Robbie Ray or a left-handed pitcher would be good for that rotation. They have all righties. So I think someone like Robbie Ray, and especially the Cardinals, I think I said it in my video, I think they were ranked like 16th in strikeouts last year. So a guy like Robbie Ray and a left-handed pitcher kind of give that rotation a little more from the other side. Yeah, I think he would be a good addition. It depends on how he does this year. And I don't think he would be too expensive for the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals sometimes they don't like to spend that money, but yeah. But yeah, I could definitely see Wainwright coming back. He came back this past season on it was a deal with incentives, right? I think it was like a $5 million deal or something like that, and he had a whole bunch of incentives in there. I can't fully remember, but no, Wainwright, I think I could definitely see it. So again, take these how to fix these teams videos with a grain of salt. It's not like I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, my opinion is the end all be all. No one else is right. I want to hear from you guys. That's why I always say comment, down below. So, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. Alrighty. Rockies are a fun team. They have the best third base shortstop. Yeah, I agree, Jake. Yeah. Offensively and defensively, I completely agree. They have the best left side of the infield. Rafi Devers, Xander Bogaerts, they're pretty good offensively. Defensively, though, not really. So you could argue maybe Gleyber Torres, Gio Urshela. That's a pretty good left side of the infield, too. But I don't think you're going to – no. Nolan Arenado, Trevor Story, nah. Let's see. Yeah, CC is he's definitely taking care of himself. I think he wanted to keep his weight kind of high. I'm not sure what the philosophy is behind that with pictures. I think some pictures like to have weight on them so they can be a little more durable, I guess. So I'd imagine more weight on you, it's going to create more force on your pitches. So keep your velocity up. I don't know if maybe I'm off on that. Do you think the All-Star game has any problems? I think the All-Star game, I don't know. I kind of liked it. I didn't like that they had the whole, what was it, a few years ago? They had the winner of that game got home field advantage in the World Series. I never liked that rule. Some people did. Personally, I didn't like that rule. I just think the All-Star game, it needs to be just like a fun event. You just mic up all the players. Just have it as a good time, I'm not sure what you could do for the game, but I'm sure. Verdugo's funny. Think he can get a little hot-headed sometimes, but are they going to challenge that? Ooh. Oh, that's a close play. Oh, no, I think he got beat. Oof, that was a close play. Thank you, Jackson. Appreciate it. Nah, man, we're far from perfect here, man. Every day I can get better with something. So I am far from perfect. I will definitely say that. There's a lot of channels out there, like just non-baseball channels that I pay attention to. Man, there's some really good channels out there, that I would love to be able to get to one day. I'm still practicing with, editing videos. I'm definitely not perfect with editing videos. So, yeah. I would totally ask you to live react to a Phillies Red Sox game, but I am so busy nowadays. Adult life isn't always fun. Jake, man, I hear you. I'm a teacher full time. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I deliver pizzas for Domino's too. Yeah, man. There was one point last year I was a full-time teacher, Monday through Friday. And then I would deliver pizzas about 4 nights a week on top of that. And I would still get myself to the gym about 3-4 times a week, usually 4. I do powerlifting. I have a pretty strict schedule with my powerlifting training. I hate getting off track with my training. So that's one thing I don't really ever talk about on this channel. But, yeah, I'm always doing something got the girlfriend I gotta hang out with. I feel like I have no time in the day, like, at all. I hear you, man. Adult life. Yeah, there were nights. So there were when I first started this channel, there were nights in particular where I would work at school and I would go straight to Domino's right after. I would work like, I don't know, like 4:30, 5 o'clock to like 9:30 or so. I would come home, eat something really quick. Well, I missed out the gym. There were days where I would get to the gym at like 6 in the morning. I would be at work at 8, work 8 to like 3:30. Go straight to Domino's, where I would deliver pizzas after school to make some extra money to pay down some student loan debt and stuff like that. And then I would work till like 9:30, 10. I would come home, do a video, and then there were days where I had like no time, where I would wake up at like 4:30, 5 in the morning, and I wouldn't go to bed until like 1 a.m. So but that's how much I really wanted to do these videos, especially in the beginning. Luckily, I work with my girlfriend at school, so she's a teacher there as well. So we get to see each other there. So if I didn't work with my girlfriend, I don't know when I would see her. That would be like, oh my goodness. But yeah, man, totally get that adult life. Oh, where were the fans that said overrated? They need to come here and chant underrated. Thank you, Jackson. Man, I'm sorry to do some more hating on. I'm not really hating because I respect him, but Giraffe Neck Mark. I saw like the funniest comment today. I don't know if anyone saw. Tell me in the comments before I go on with this story. Tell me, did anyone see Joe West? He was bleeding from the ear today. Did anyone see anything like that? Or a picture or anything? Was it Joe West? Yeah, I believe it was Joe West. I think his ear was bleeding today. Yeah, he was hit in the head by a bat. Did anyone see that? All right, so if anyone's seen that video or the picture, sorry, he's bleeding from his ear. And so someone posted it on Twitter. Caption this video or something. Or no, it was I wonder what he was listening to that made his ears bleed. And someone commented, I felt bad, but someone commented he was probably watching a Giraffe Neck Mark video. Oh man, that was brutal. It got like 400 likes on that comment. I felt bad, man. Yeah, so ear was bleeding. Guy said he was probably watching a Giraffe Neck Mark video. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Ugh. Poor Mark. He gets a lot of haters over there, man. A lot of haters. Let's get back to these comments. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Do you think Cruz will play to 45? I mean, he definitely has a chance. I mean, he's a designated hitter. The guy is a tank. He definitely looks like he stays in shape. Definitely a matter of kind of what he wants to do, you know. What grades do I teach? I teach second grade. Yeah, I am concerned a little bit. I'm not fully. For me personally, I'm not worried about my own health or anything. I'm not too worried about me. I'm more worried about all the older women that I work with. I work with a lot of women that are in their 50s at least. I work with a couple that are in their 60s. So I do worry about people like that. And of course I worry about the kids too, obviously. But I'm more worried about the stress that it's going to put on people. There is going to be a lot of protocols that are going to get put in place, and it's going to get really frustrating, and I'm really not looking forward to that. So, yeah, I mean, usually I'm looking forward to a school year, but I don't know about this year. It's going to be rough in the beginning. In the beginning, we are actually going to be teaching actually through like a live stream. Kids are going to be at home. So I'll be in my classroom and the kids will be at home like watching on their computer. So actually like our county just got like all of these like refurbished laptops and like and the kids are going to come to school and pick them up. And so we're supposed to be doing that for the first like 10 days of school, and then they're supposed to come back face to face. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to end up staying home for like the first semester. I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see it until those numbers go down. So my updated shortstop rankings: Lindor, Baez, Story, Marcus Semien, Bogarts, Correa, Torres, DeYoung, Polanco, Simmons. I like it. I like Javier Baez. Where was the comment? Jake, I don't my friend sent me it. So I don't know where it was. I'm sorry. I don't know where it was. My friend tagged me in it. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, Jackie with the cat. Oh, is he playing? Oh, I thought he was playing right field for a second. What in the world? That tricked me up for a second. If you go to Twitter, it's under the account APOMS, APOMS, APOMS. And then some guy named Santi Santi thumbs up. He commented the giraffe neck mark thing. How many years did I attend college? Oh, I took a semester off at one point, so it took me like 4.5 years. Great Rockies video, my dude. Thank you very much. I had hey, what's up, Chris? I had a good time making that Rockies video today. It wasn't very hard to edit. It wasn't very hard to put together. It didn't take me very long to record, but it was just fun. It was just a fun video to make today. I liked it. I sub at high school, and I'm on immune suppressants. Yeah, man. Got to be careful, man. Got to be careful out there. I think we should do online until we have a vaccine. Yeah. I mean, there's so many different things going on. I don't even know what's going on. I have like almost no comment on it because I don't even know what to believe is going on. I don't know. I'm seeing like, people are getting sick. Eduardo Rodriguez was just, he was having now a heart problem. There's all this stuff about that one medicine, hydrochloroquine or whatever, and there's like this conspiracy that they're not wanting to get that out into the media or something like that. I don't even know what the heck's going on. There's like inflated numbers all over the place. I do definitely think there's something going on, but I don't even know. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm just like at a loss. I don't even know what to think. I'm just trying to live my life, the best I can. So, if I got to go back to work, I'll go back to work. So just tell me when and where, and I'll go to work. Let's see. Tatis is borderline top 5. Yeah, Tatis, for me personally, I think he has the skill to be top 5, definitely top 10. I just want him to just play more. That's all for me personally. So if he just shows that over a larger sample, I'd be more okay with it. Tatis is better than Torres. Yeah, Like I said, I just want to see Tatis do it over a larger sample size. Padres make the playoffs. Why not? They're looking good. They're off to a good start. So that could be one video I do soon. Why the Padres will win the World Series. So the goal of those like videos where I do why a team will win the World Series, I kind of want to focus on teams that like not really anyone is thinking of. Like, I mean, sure, I could do like a why the Yankees will win the World Series, but I think everyone knows why the Yankees could win the World Series. Great offense. You got Garrett Cole. Good bullpen. I mean, same thing with the Dodgers. Everyone knows why the Dodgers could win the World Series. I want to do teams where it's like more of like a hot take, like the Rockies. No one's thinking of the Rockies, like the Padres. I mean, shoot, I don't know, like the White Sox. You know what I mean? Like teams no one's thinking of to win the World Series. So my Red Sox, that would be that video would probably get the most hater comments of the century. So, oh, you're such a homer, dude. I had someone call me a homer the other day in the comments. I'm like, my guy, have you watched any of my videos? Like, tell me one video where I am picking the Red Sox to win the World Series, or like it's unbelievable when I see someone call me a homer or something. I'm like, are you kidding me? Me? I haven't picked the Red Sox to win anything. So, I don't know. Should the Marlins be fined and forfeit games that are missed? Marlins, they really they dropped the ball with that whole thing. Now they're risking the whole season. And the funny thing was they were looking pretty good through 3 games. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. I guess there was like that whole text message thing of one of their players. I guess someone tested positive or something, but they still went on with the game. And like Don Mattingly didn't do anything about it. I don't even know what the heck. What are you doing? I guess there's like reports out there. Like let me go to the article I was reading. Oh, by the way, basketball fans, my Celtics are down by 11 points right now to the Bucks. A lot of people are picking the Celtics to win the NBA Finals. I mean, I don't know where that's. I mean, I would love for the Celtics to win the NBA Finals, but I don't know. Before the whole pandemic shut everything down, everyone and their mother was picking the Lakers or the Clippers. I mean, no one was picking the Celtics. And now everyone all of a sudden, like the Celtics are like the fun team to pick. Let me go back to this article. I guess. Let's see. I was reading something. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred told MLB Players Association Executive Director Tony Clark that if the sport doesn't do a better job of managing the coronavirus, it could shut down for the season. The league and players recognize the coming days are a critical juncture following an outbreak among the Miami Marlins in which 21 members of the organization have tested positive for COVID-19. There were 2 positive tests for the Cardinals on Friday. Should another outbreak materialize, Manfred, who has the power to shut down the season, could move in that direction. Multiple players briefed on the call fear the season could shut down as soon as Monday if positive tests jump or if players continue not to strictly abide by the league's protocols. So I was reading somewhere. I don't know where I read the article, but it's this article. It says here, state and local governments have pressured baseball about players skirting the mandates outlined in the league's 113-page operations manual, sources told ESPN. Broadcasts that have shown players high-fiving, spitting, and not wearing masks have left government officials wondering how seriously players are taking the protocols. Further, there is concern about off-the-field choices, with one high-ranking official saying, quote, there are some bad decisions being made. So, I'm not sure what those bad decisions are off the field. I don't know if players are kind of going out and like maybe going to some bars or something after or something. I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So, hold on, guys. I'm going to turn on a couple lights real quick. Already. Oh, that is deep. Oh, it is gone. Michael Chavis. First home run of the season, a 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. Woo! That's what I am talking about. Ice horse. Ice horse. All right, let me catch up on these comments. Also, guys, if you can, just drop the like. We're up to, I think, 10 likes right now. That'll help get the video out. More people can come in. So if you can, hit the thumbs up for me. That'll be greatly appreciated. All righty. Let's see. Let me catch up on these comments. Next time you go to Domino's, tell your manager to create a new pizza with pizza toppings of hot dogs like baseball theme. We don't have hot dogs at Domino's. We got sausage. So, I don't know about that. A hot dog pizza? It's interesting. Huh. Why the Blue Jays win the World Series? That would be a good one, Alex. The Blue Jays. That could be a good one. I really enjoy watching Kapler do nothing as Rogers got rocked for 5 runs. I really enjoyed it. Good old Gabe. Good old Gabe. Clippers. Yeah, Sports with AJ. Got Kawhi, got Paul George. Dynamic duo right there. Kind of like how the Yankees covered the tarp or covered the seats with the tarp. Kind of like that. Kind of takes the focus off the empty seats. I almost kind of like that the Yankees... I like when teams are doing the cardboard cutouts because most of the time it is going to like a good cause, like the people that are paying for the cutouts. But I'm okay with this too. I mean, I like that the seats are just covered. You're not like even focused on it. So I like that. The MLB should have made a bubble like NBA in Florida and Arizona. I agree. I don't know why they didn't do the bubble. I don't know. Why they didn't do the bubble, I really don't know. Everything would have been just centralized and just, I don't know. Like I said earlier, NBA, NHL, they're doing it. Well, why couldn't Major League Baseball? I really don't understand. Yeah, I agree, Sean. I don't know. I mean, oh, what a play. Oh, couldn't beat it out, but we got a base hit. Peraza is on. Yeah, Sean, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why players, they're not taking it as seriously. I don't know. Florida and Arizona are both having daily high death tolls. Not a good idea. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could think like in a northern state, you know? I mean, Massachusetts has pretty low numbers, you know? So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of capable baseball fields in the Northeast. I mean, I would imagine, right? What do you think their record will be? Paul, who? What team? What team's record? Hello, Brianna. What's going on? Welcome. Phillies. What about the Phillies? All right, the Phillies, did their game get canceled today? Or are their games canceled for the rest of the week? I can't remember. Why was Rizzo upset with Major League Baseball? It's the players who are not following the guidelines. I don't know, man. I think it's just a mess everywhere. I don't know. I mean, anytime there's problems, whether you're working with a business or anywhere you work, whatever employer you work for, it always starts at the top. Everything always trickles down. It always starts at the top. Who's at the top of Major League Baseball? Rob Manfred. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. Adam Silver, the NBA, they're doing well. They're flourishing. They're doing fine. I mean, I don't know. I mean, so, yeah. Look at the guy who's at the top. Adam Silver. The players seem to like him. I'm not sure how much they agree on, but it seems like things are going well. I don't ever hear anything negative coming out of the NBA, it seems. I hear players all the time ripping on Manfred. I don't know. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, that was Kevin Pillar. I thought it was Peraza earlier. Kevin Pillar, dude! This is about Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, he's one of the better outfielders in the game. Are they going to challenge it? Oh, Kevin Pillar, dude. What are you doing? I mean, Aaron Judge, he is very underrated for his defense. He's got a good arm. So, but Kevin Pillar, how does that happen? I don't even know. Yes, Jackson Chavis with the bomb. They've been including people who die of motorcycle accidents in the stats. Yeah, I mean, I have a friend that works in a doctor's office, and he's told me that a lot of people, a lot of deaths that aren't even really connected to COVID have been included. I don't know. That's just what my friends told me. I've had another friend tell me that she was waiting in line for like 3 hours or 2 hours or something like that, and she never she decided to leave because she just figured it was going to take so much longer and she just didn't want to wait anymore. She got a call like 2 days later saying that her test was positive or something like that. She never even took the test. So that's what I'm saying. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know. I don't really have a comment on it because I don't know. I'm just trying to look at it from just all point of views. So, just a bunch of BS. No one talks about the actual facilities from COVID-19 or the fact that the number of cases are massively inflated. They will literally mark anybody who dies as a COVID victim. Yeah, sound effects. I mean, I can't disagree. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, for me personally. Well, I do think there is stuff out there. There is stuff floating around. There's a lot of bull crap out there at the same time. I mean, I don't know. That's just from my own personal experience, like I said, because I have a friend that works in the medical field, and he's told me that, deaths are being counted as COVID. I mean, that's just what someone's told me. And then I had a friend where, again, she didn't even take a test, but she had an appointment. She decided not to do the appointment because she figured she was going to be waiting about another 3 or 4 more hours. And she just left. Then she gets a phone call like 2 days later saying she had a positive test, but she never even took the test. So, I don't know. Oh, base hit. The Yankees have a runner on. Alrighty. Brianna. Hello. What's going on? A lot of emojis from Brianna. I am Sparky. Hello. The so-called bubbles are going to be broken as fast as the riots broke out in various cities across the country. People with no control over their emotions and just mindlessly. Can't disagree with you. Can't disagree. Oh, that's hit deep. That is gone. Home run for Aaron Judge, and the Yankees have taken a 2-1 lead. A massive shot from Aaron Judge. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, it is a lot of players. I mean, yeah, you can't lie about that. That is a lot of players. Oh, Weber went for the breaking ball, but it did not break. He inside-outed that, it looked like. Vermont has low numbers. Yeah, a lot of Northeast states have very low numbers. Paul, what do I think the Red Sox record's going to be? I predicted 31-29. So before the Red Sox took 2 from the Mets, I was thinking, I mean, are they even going to win 20 games? I was even thinking that. So look at Devers with a play. I've been really tough on Devers so far this season. He made a pretty nice play there. Nice throw. Red Sox need base running. Yes, they need. Yeah, the Red Sox base running is pretty bad. That was really bad from Kevin Pillar earlier. I mean, he's a veteran player. I'm not sure how he's, letting that happen. Manfred has to go. Too many bad decisions. Yeah, baseball can be way bigger than it is. I agree. I think Rob Manfred's holding the sport back. If you guys haven't seen that video where I think Rob Manfred is a clown, go check that out. I don't think he's very good. I put as many statistics as I could to back it up, and many just opinions, I guess. Can Pan Baseball, what is with the fruits? I am so confused. Brianna, yes, I am very confused about the fruit. I do like some pineapple here and there. I like some kiwis too here and there, but I am very confused. I heard the same thing from a doctor regarding the death numbers. The CDC dropped the ball on testing. Yeah, it's a mess. Sorry, guys, if I'm way behind on these comments. Remember, Super Chats are turned on, so if you do want to have a comment highlighted, it's there. So just in case I do miss. Oh, that's hit deep. Nope, that's warning track power. Brianna, who is your favorite player on the Phillies? Yeah, I don't understand Rob Manfred, man. A lot of people hated on Bud Selig, but Bud Selig, he got some things accomplished. Do I think Christian Vasquez is an MVP candidate? I mean, if he keeps up the way he's playing, I mean, he didn't just hit a couple of home runs yesterday. He also was playing some good defense yesterday as well. So, hey, what's going on, Colt? Welcome. Weber needs to get pulled. I'm hoping Weber can make it through at least 5. If Weber can give you 5 innings, 3 runs, I'm okay with that. If he can get a quality start, that would be awesome. Weber just needs to keep these balls down. He can't be hanging stuff. Just keep it down. I'd rather him throw a lot of pitches, but and just not miss up. I don't care if you get up to 100 pitches and you're through 4 innings. As long as you don't leave anything up in the zone where the Yankees will completely take advantage. I would take 4 innings of 100 pitches from Ryan Weber than 5 innings of like 6 runs given up. So, let the bullpen try and, take over. Because Ryan Weber can just keep it as tidy as possible. So, just give me 4 or 5 innings, Ryan Weber. That's all I need. Do I like the new profile picture? I always like a diving Jackie Bradley. Always. Zach Godley thoughts. Sorry for spamming. You're not spamming, Paul. You're having conversation. That is okay. Godley did great against the Orioles in that one game. He pitched 4 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts out of the bullpen. I'm not sure why he didn't come in sooner to that game. The Red Sox, Rom Renicky, he made a terrible bullpen move. I mean, so why would you not bring in Godley in that spot? I don't know. People like Tatis Lindor have to be shown out there more. Yeah, I agree. Why isn't Lindor getting shown more? That commercial that they made for, to advertise for the season, that was a great commercial. I love that. You need to see more of that. You need to see these guys out there. Get these guys out there. You know? I'm not saying they're going to be pushed like LeBron James, but advertise your players. Get them out. You know, I don't know. Yeah, Madrigal. Hey, what's up, Blobfish? Yeah, Madrigal got called up today. That White Sox offense is already really good, and now you're going to add a guy that can make that much contact all the time. Madrigal, never strikes out. So he's going to be a really good player. He's going to be a solid player for years to come. What about Blaze Jordan? Hey, only time will tell with Blaze Jordan. He just has to make contact. Great power. He's just got to make contact. Wondering if Ron Renicky is treating the staff as it's spring training. Yeah, he's kind of hinted at that. He's easing, well, not even hinted. He's basically said that, where he's easing players into this season. Like you've seen Bogarts. He's, he didn't even play the second game of the season. Verdugo's had a couple of times where he sat out. He's definitely easing some guys in, for sure. I think Blaze Jordan will be in the majors at age 21. I think Blaze Jordan has all the capabilities in the world to be good. On guys, I'm gonna go into Streamlabs, and I'm going to adjust the text on the screen. I have it right now as white, but I'm gonna make it a brighter color so you guys can see it. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's see how that text goes. I made the text on the Streamlabs green. So let's see if that can come out a little better. Is that a little better? Looks a little better. Let me see if I can make it a little more clear. All right, let's see how this looks. All right, here we go. Let's catch up to these comments. Do you think Dustin Pedroia... Oh, hold on, sorry. I think the Mets series was good for the Sox and infuriating for Mets fans. Edwin Diaz, he drove a lot of people nuts. And I think Edwin Diaz, he's out of the closer role right now. So, people who know nothing about sports know who LeBron James and Tom Brady are, but they don't know who Mike Trout is. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. How is Mike Trout not out there? I mean, I'm not going to put it all on Manfred. I mean, the players, they have to, they got to be a little more outgoing with it as well. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You'd think Manfred would maybe give them more incentives. So, Let's see. I think Pedroia won't come back. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Pedroia. If I'm honest, I think Major League Baseball should let the players do the marketing, let the individual come up with the ideas and put them together. Yeah, definitely. I think it should be more player driven. Raffy Devers, he's on. I think he just got hit. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think the players need to have some control over it. I don't know. It's like you should, as a player, I would think you want to market your game. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Every time I look at your tattoo, I see a big hairy arm. Yeah. It's just, just my sleeve. So. Blaze is really good, but he's also hella overhyped. Yeah, I think right now Blaze is a bit overhyped. Just because, he had the whole YouTube stuff going on with, his home runs at such a young age. I think just automatically he's going to get that attention. So, I think he is. That's why I'm saying when I was with Blaze Jordan, I was very just proceed with caution with Blaze Jordan because he definitely has the power. He's got great swing mechanics. His plate discipline is a little I hope Blaze doesn't turn out like the character from Trouble with the Curve. It's possible. Do you think we should try to trade? I mean, Paul, if the Red Sox were able to put a trade together for Luzardo, that would be awesome. That's never going to happen, though. There's no way the A's are going to trade Luzardo. That's not going to happen. That could be one of the most untouchable people in the major leagues right now. Unless you got I don't know. Unless you got Mike Trout. I don't know. Pedroia should be taken off the 40-man. See, I'm not sure. So, Sean, I thought of that. Is there a rule behind that? I don't know if there's a rule where I think they just have to get put through waivers, right? I think that's all they have to do. So I'm not really sure. I don't know how that works with injured players. I don't know. Trout isn't interested in being the face of baseball. Yeah, it's too bad. Oh, Red Sox using an iPad. There's going to be a joke about that. Oh, Bogarts with a base hit. Red Sox are cooking. Devers didn't even get hit. It skimmed his jersey. Yeah, Jackson. I mean, Cespedes just got hit with the pitch the other night. It barely grazed his elbow guard. Any contact at all. Bryce Harper seems like one of the only good players who actually care about being a star. Yeah, I mean, Harper's all about. He was doing the Gatorade commercials. Harper's always getting himself out there. That's why I think with Harper and Trout, I think Trout is the better player, but I think Harper is a more electric player. He's gonna get you that attention. So I hope Jeter Downs gets called up and plays some second base. He looks promising. Yeah, Warren, I agree. I think Jeter Downs could be a really solid player. It's going to be interesting to see how everything balances out. If Jeter Downs progresses to what I think he could be, along with Nick York. I mean, he's a lot farther away. But, you got Nick York. You got Jeter Downs. You got Bogarts for the next, 4 or 5 years. Bobby Dahlbeck. He's coming up. I'm hoping Bobby Dahlbeck can get time at third. I'm still on that train where I wouldn't mind JD Martinez going elsewhere, Devers being the DH, Bobby Dahlbeck being in third base. So I think Martinez could get you back a decent prospect. Maybe not a great prospect. If the Red Sox were to trade JD Martinez this season, he has an opt-out after this season. So that might scare some teams a little bit. So I think that would hold back what you could get back for JD Martinez. So but I can see the Red Sox maybe wanting to try and trade him. I could see it. I feel like I was reading some rumors the last couple of days. You are starting to see Martinez's name out there. A lot of writers are speculating about it. So who knows? Where there's smoke, there could be, some fire. When I watch your videos, the only thing I have a problem with is your mispronunciation of names. I agree. That is a problem that I have sometimes with me. Not making an excuse, but really where it's coming from. Darn it, Christian Vasquez struck out. Yeah, so sometimes with me, I'll talk so fast. Like, there's been times where I can't fully remember how to pronounce someone's name. If like Paul, I was saying Paul DeJong for a while, but it's Paul DeJong. At least that's what I think it is. I was someone confirmed with me that's how you pronounce it. Who knows if that's right though. But there's been times where I looked up the pronunciation and I just talk, quick or quicker than I'd like, and sometimes I just don't even catch it, and I don't even hear myself just with the way I say a name. So yeah, that is something I'm really trying to work on. I don't think I'm doing it as much as I used to, but definitely I agree. Trust me, that's a big pet peeve of mine too. I am watching the Royals game. Oh, hold on. How about like JD, Chavis, Jackie Bradley for Luzardo? Because he talks about getting rid of them. Yeah, I mean, that's not really what the A's do. The A's, they're not going to want JD. I could maybe seeing them want Chavis. I mean, he seems to fit like kind of their budget, because he's cost controlled. I don't think they would want Jackie Bradley. I mean, they got Luzardo. So, yeah, I don't see that. That's like an MLB The Show kind of a trade. You know what I mean? Oh, that's off his glove. Oh, the Red Sox have the bases loaded. What a gift. What in the world just happened? Verdugo just got a birthday gift. Oh, he took his eye off it. Look at his head. He took his head right off the ball right when he went to field it. It's like such a simple thing in baseball. You got to keep your eye on the ball. It's crazy. If the Red Sox are to take a game from the Yankees in this series, it's against Jordan Montgomery. It is, yeah. I'm watching the Royals game, and it's looking like the strike zone changes every pitch. Gotta love that with umpires, right? If he's placed waivers and no one takes him, he can place in the minors, therefore taking the $13 million off. But if someone claims him, I knew you could put a player on waivers. Can you put an injured player on waivers though? That's the only. Can you? I think you can, right? Sometimes it's not that you're interested in being the face. You're just forced into it. MLB has to put Trout everywhere. Yeah, I agree. I think Mike Trout has had some commercials with Nike, but not really that many. How much money is JD Martinez making? I think this season, Cole, he's making like 23 or 22, something like that. And the next season, it's like a little above 19 million. What do you think we should do with Benintendi? I don't know, Paul. I mean, I think, he's not expensive. He's still good out in the outfield. You want to see his bat kind of come along a little more. I can see Bloom making a few deals, packing 2 to 3 players, JD, Workman. Yeah, Workman's going to be an interesting one. That'll be an interesting one. If Workman can kind of – Workman looked a lot better last night against the Mets. That a couple nights ago, Workman was giving me a heart attack. I don't know what was going on with Workman, but I mean, if the Red Sox are out of it, I could definitely see Workman getting traded. I mean, he's a bullpen guy, so teams are always looking for bullpen. And the one thing about the trade deadline is the price for relievers just goes up. So teams tend to overpay for bullpen arms. It'd be interesting to see what Workman, what kind of a package he could get back. That would be interesting. Honestly, I would be okay with Workman coming back. I said that in my video the other day, that Workman, because he's been with the Red Sox for so long. But I could see a scenario too where he just moves on. Bases loaded, baby. That's right, Jackson. We got bases loaded. We got one out. 2-2 count. Top of the 4th. Chavis is up. He's already hit a home run. Could Chavis have a hot game in this game? But not prorated, I assume. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it'll be prorated. Oh, that's good. Oh, no. Darn it. It sounded like he hit it pretty good. Close play. Bang, bang. Crawford was traded to the Dodgers, and he had Tommy John surgery. Oh, that's true. JD's average is 22 a year. Renicky said Benny's problem was his leg kick. Yeah, it just seems like something's going on with Benintendi mechanically, because he had such a good 2017 season, and he was still really good in 2018 as well. So I'm wondering if this is just something mechanically going on with him. You could trade Workman and re-sign him in the offseason. Yeah, definitely that too. That's what everyone was kind of hoping with Mookie Betts. Well, crap, a double play. Yep, a double play. Same as JD, opts out and we re-sign him. It's possible, it's possible. I feel like it doesn't seem to happen very much, Happened with the Aroldis Chapman. All righty. So let's take a look, guys. Hey, the stream is looking pretty good. We've gotten already up to 250 views on the stream. We've got 19 likes on the stream. Very good. If any of you guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, if you can, please go hit that thumbs up. That'll really help. The most viewers we've had, it looks like we've had up to 18. So that was about maybe 15 minutes ago. So, hey, goal for this stream would be to get to, if we can get to 30 people in this stream, that would be awesome. Yeah. It's funny with this stream. I wasn't really going to do a stream tonight. To be honest with you, I was going to be hanging out with my girlfriend tonight, but she ended up going out to dinner with with a couple of friends that came into town. So this was awesome for me. So I was like, hey, cool. I got nothing else to do. So perfect. My friends are all busy doing something. So figured, hey, why not? Let's stream the game. We will be going live on Sunday as well. With that report of, players being worried, that even as soon as Monday. Oh, that's hit deep. Oh, that's going deep. Oh, that is gone. That's a home run for Gio Urshela. And oh my goodness. Ryan Weber leaving another one up. Goodness gracious. And the Yankees take a 3-1 lead here in the Bronx. Tristan Cass's thoughts. Sorry for so many questions. Paul, no need to apologize, my friend. I love you. I love the questions. I think it's great. Keep them coming. I think Tristan Cassis, he's got a lot of raw power right now. He could be definitely a first baseman for many years to come for the Red Sox. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's tall, too. I think any deals with the Padres would have to include Myers in the deal. I'm so intrigued by Will Myers playing at Fenway Park. I really am. I wonder if the Red Sox could do some kind of a trade with Chavis to send him to San Diego, where you could get like a Will Myers and I wouldn't really want Will Myers. I'd want one of their younger starting pitchers. That would be good. And maybe like a Michael Baez for the bullpen. That'd be great. Hey, Paul, thank you so much, man. $1.99. Thank you for that super chat, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That really is appreciated. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do little gifts. What is that, a pair? AJ, you're happy. Brianna left to go to the produce store. I don't know what was going on with that. Can someone explain to me what was going on with Brianna earlier? That was a little something. Weber should opt out. He's not having a fun time, man. He was looking. Everyone in Red Sox Nation was thinking Ryan Weber was going to win the Cy Young during the summer camp. Goodness. Tough start against the Orioles. He's actually looked a little better tonight against the Yankees, which is strange. But if Weber can just get... If Weber can just get through 5 innings, 3 runs, I'll take it. I'll take it. People always talk about Giovanni Urshela's glove, but he can hit to all fields, which is why the Yankees went after him during the offseason. Yeah, Gio Urshela, man, he's really good. Come on, Weber. We just want 5 innings. He's already at 72 pitches. If you can just get 5 innings, 3-run ball, I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that. Who would you rather start? A healthy 2019 Chris Sale or Game 2 Zach Godley against the Mets? I mean, I'd probably go Chris Sale with his arm hanging by a thread. Did you see Gio being this good? Hey, he had a good year last year. Do you think the season will get canceled this year, or will we see a champion in October? I think a part of me likes to think Rob Manfred. If you notice during the negotiations, Rob Manfred, he said a lot. You know, he was like doing all these things through the media. He even said at one point, he said he thought the season was in jeopardy, you know, because of, you know, with the negotiations and whatnot. I think Rob Manfred likes to kind of say some things sometimes to kind of get people looking, you know, or to get people's attention. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that that he really wants to cancel this season. I definitely think he's probably getting some pressure from people. I think they just really need to calm this stuff down with the Marlins. That's going to be really hard, how they're going to make up those games. I don't know. I mean, they'd have to just do a lot of double headers. So, but yeah, I think Manfred, I think he's kind of, you know, Manfred likes to play hardball with his words a lot. So I think he's just I think he's bluffing a little bit. So I think we'll end up having a season. I think we'll finish. Weber is not the answer to start. Me an impact player, middle relief perhaps. Yeah, Sean, I do think Weber can be something for this team. Maybe like long relief. Not enough from Weber. So, hey, didn't give up 6 runs, so that's cool. Here we go. Middle relief. Found out Gibson is the home plate umpire for the Royals, but you will know him as Angel Hernandez 2.0. Yeah, I'm going to go check on the scores here in a little bit, guys. What's your least favorite rule change that happened this year, for example? At first, about the runner on second, I was thinking I wasn't sure how that was going to work, but it seems like it's going okay, and it seems like players like kind of hated it at first, but it seems like it's getting positive, positivity from a lot of people in the league. So, yeah, I was kind of weird about that rule at first, but I'm feeling a little better about it now. Paul, I'd say the extra inning rule is terrible, but so is the 7-inning doubleheader rule. It's like, I think in a regular season, I don't like them very much, but I think in like this kind of a season, I think you kind of have to. Honestly, I mean, I think you got to find a way to like really force these games to kind of hurry up a little bit. I'm okay with the 7-inning doubleheaders only because of the circumstances that, the cards that have been given. Personally, I think all this stuff can get sorted out. We might be able to get a season in. Yeah, Cole, I think so. I think it'll be fine. I feel like the MLB thought about the money so much they forgot about the safety. Yeah. I don't know. They're trying. I'll give them that. What do you think about Martin Perez yesterday? Martin Perez was very surprising yesterday. That first start I saw, I was feeling weird about Martin Perez coming into this season, but goodness gracious, That first start against the Orioles, that just looked horrible. He looked okay in the last 3 innings he pitched in that game. So I figured maybe that would carry over a little, but he just I don't know what it is with Perez. He just needs to relax. He just needs to relax out there. You know, Phillips Valdez coming into this game, he kind of came in and not many people were like, who the heck is Phillips Valdez? He's been pretty decent looking so far. Lacks a little control at times, but let's go to MajorLeagueBaseball.com. Let's check on some scores around the league. We have the Yankees and the Red Sox being streamed right now. The Yankees are up 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Weber has just been relieved for Phillips Valdez. Mets and Braves. The Mets have a 3-2 lead in Atlanta. Reds and Tigers. The Reds, it seems like the Reds are always losing lately. Tigers have a 3-2 lead. Rays and Orioles are warming up. White Sox have a 3-0 lead against the Royals. Twins have a 1-0 lead against the Indians. The Indians have been getting a lot of good hype lately. Pirates and Cubs, they're having a scoreless tie at the moment, bottom of the 1st. And right now we have quite a few games that have yet to come on. Padres, Rockies. That's in a delay at the moment. Well, that's a nice, decent game. You know, Padres, Rockies, 2 teams off to a hot start. Rangers, Giants. Astros, Angels. Yeah. Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Athletics and Mariners. Cardinals, Brewers was postponed because someone tested positive for COVID. And Nationals, Marlins. Who knows if the Marlins are ever going to play again this season? We don't know. So let's just check on some box scores. Let's go to the Braves and the Rays. Sean Newcomb is pitching for the Braves. He's given up 3 so far in 4 innings. And pitching for the Mets, Rick Porcello is actually having a decent start so far. 4 innings, 5 hits allowed, 2 runs allowed, a couple walks, 5 strikeouts. So that's surprising for Rick Porcello. Let's check on the Tigers and the Reds. What the heck is going on with the Reds? Pitching for the Reds, they have Luis Castillo. He's given up 3 in 5 innings with 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Tigers, they got Turnbull. He has pitched 5 1/3, 3 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. So they are in the top of the 6th inning. Let's go to the White Sox and the Royals. The White Sox have a 3-0 lead in the top of the 2nd. Pitching for the White Sox today is Dallas Keuchel. He's already pitched a scoreless inning. Bubic was pitching for the Royals. He's had a bit of a shaky start here, already giving up the 3 runs. Take a look at Cleveland and Minnesota. That's a good game to keep an eye on tonight. Mike Clevinger pitching for the Indians. Clevinger is off to a tough start in this game. He's already given up 3 runs. He was my Cy Young pick for this year. Eddie Rosario is up against him. Looks like he just drove in some runs. Eddie Rosario just had a double. That scored Josh Donaldson and Nelson Cruz. So now the Minnesota Twins have a 3-0 lead with that good offense. And Pirates and the Cubs. Pitching for the Pirates is... Who do we got pitching for the Pirates? We have Trevor Williams pitching for the Pirates. And for the Cubs, they have Yu Darvish. Again, that is a scoreless tie after 1. We are moving on. So let's look at the pitching matchups for the Padres and the Rockies. We have Garrett Richards going for the Padres and John Gray going for the Rockies. John Gray is off to a good start, as is Garrett Richards, so that should be a fun matchup. Over in Los Angeles, we have the Angels and the Astros. Lance McCullers going up against Matt Andriese. Both are off to a decent start this year. Texas and the Rangers and the Giants. We got Logan Webb for the Giants going up against Mike Minor on the Rangers. Oakland and the Mariners. Taijuan Walker, he had a rough start in his first start. He's going up against Sean Manaea, who had also a pretty rough start. Dodgers and Diamondbacks got a fun matchup, fun pitching matchup tonight for the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. You got Tony Gonsolin for the Dodgers going up against Zach Gallen. 2 young guys going up against each other. That would be fun. But that is all we have right now across the major leagues. And again, we are here watching Red Sox, Yankees. The Red Sox right now are down 3-1. And so, yeah, Phillips Valdez came in out of the bullpen, and he got the last 2 outs. So expect Phillips Valdez. He should be in for a few innings, I would imagine. Well, maybe just like a couple. But they're going to keep him out there as long as they can. All righty. Let's get back to the comments. All right, we are up to... We currently have... Looks like 11 people in the chat, or 14. My stuff is not updating. All right. Let's go back to these comments. I love baseball, but it shouldn't have happened. Agreed? That's tough. I mean, I think you had to try, you know? I think you had to try. So, and I think it's going to work out. Have each player get a bat. Get to the plate, home on the home side, visitor on the visitor side. Lean forward with their foreheads of the end of the bat. Spin around for 20 seconds and run the bases. What prospect are you most excited for this year? I'm really excited to see if Mackenzie Gore can do anything for the Padres this year. That'd be really fun. I don't think Wander Franco. I don't think he's gonna get really much playing time this year. I don't think he's gonna get any playing time, honestly. Maybe like a defensive replacement or something. I don't even know about that. Really looking forward to see what Evan White can do this year with the Mariners. I know. Kyle Lewis. He's not really a prospect anymore, but he got a lot of playing time last year. I'm looking to see what he can do in his second year. I'm looking to see if maybe Forrest Whitley for the Astros. He had a really down year last year in the minor leagues. He still is a top prospect, but he was like going into 2019. He was like a top prospect, and he really struggled with his control and his command. Really looking to see what Forrest Whitley, if he can do anything for the Astros this year. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a little biased towards the pitching prospects. Going blank. Oh, Nate Pearson. Really looking forward to that. Except when he goes up against the Red Sox. But really looking to see what he can do. He's got great stuff. That's going to be a fun one. Yeah, there's a lot of good prospects. Did I see Yaz's walk-off last night? Yes, Colt. Yeah, the Giants, they're kind of surprising. Extra inning, the player on second must extend his arms over his head and squat up and down like a ballerina. If the Marlins don't play, they'll be first in the division with a 667 win percentage. Hey, the Marlins might as well just close up shop now. They'll make the playoffs. What's the score? We have a 3-1 score. Yay, 27-27. It's 3-1 Yankees here in the top of the fifth inning. I'm cheering for the Red Sox. I said yay to answer yay 27-27's question. All right, Rays game is finally starting up. See ya. See you later, Colt. Come back in when you can, buddy. I would donate more if I could. Hope you put the $2 something good. Hey, man, Paul, again, thank you so much. Any types of donations that ever come to me, that's all going to go towards the channel. That will never go to, like, food or anything like that. That's going to go to the channel. That's going to go to anything for camera stuff or computer stuff or whatever. So any donations ever will always go to anything for the channel. So unless it's like my full-time job. So, which we're probably very far away from. I would, just finished working on a majors minors top 315 players list. Love the content. Keep up the good work. 315? James Scott. 315? Are you kidding me? How long did that take you? 8 years? Goodness gracious. Hey, thank you, man. I'll keep up the good work as much as I can. I'm trying as hard as I can, but hey, you as well, man. 315 players. You keep up the good work, sir. That is that is impressive. Red Sox need some runs. I agree, Jackson. The Red Sox need some runs. So, hey, that offense doing pretty good, in the last few games. So, wouldn't mind another Christian Vasquez home run. All right, this stream is doing pretty good. We're averaging around 15 to 20 subscribers. Or not subscribers, viewers. So, if you guys know anyone that might want to join and talk about some baseball while watching this game, or they don't even have to watch the game, they can just come in and talk some baseball, tell them to come on in. 5 months, James. 5 months. Are you kidding? Goodness gracious. Hey, props to you, my friend. That's impressive. So, woo! Jordan Jones, if you are in the chat, a heck of a comment you left on the Cardinals video. Goodness, you really took some time with that. Thank you. Whoa. Big comments like that is nuts. I mean that in a good way. Wow. Love your thoughts, man. I'm going to read these in a little bit. If you are here, Jordan Jones. I'm going to see if I can do anything more with the font. I wish there was a way to thicken the font on the Streamlabs stream. Let me see. Alrighty. As soon as I get the laptop, I'm still waiting on my MacBook to come in. And I'll be able to do streams. Right now I'm doing streams through Streamlabs mobile. But once I get the computer, I'll be able to use Streamlabs OBS. It's just a much better streaming program. The mobile is good, but yeah. Let's see. Okay, chat box. Gonna try and improve that font a little bit. Okay, let's do that. I don't know. Let's see how that looks. Save settings. All right. So guys, I'm gonna be playing around with the font and everything. So if you I'm seeing it here. I don't like that. Well, I don't know. That's not too bad. I like the kind of little background that it gives. Couldn't make the play. Oh, I missed him. Alrighty. Love the stream, man. Hope you do it tomorrow. I know you're doing it Sunday. I'm staying with you the whole time. Let's get this comeback started. Go Red Sox. Yeah, I probably won't do it tomorrow night. I'm working tomorrow night at Domino's, so I probably won't be able to do it tomorrow night. But, yeah, so. But definitely Sunday. Jackson, wouldn't mind a freaking grand slam. I agree, buddy. Valdez doesn't look bad. He kind of just comes after you. He's got a little movement on his pitches. How do we get the run? Oh, we got a home run from Chavis. Astros owner said they took cheating bullet for Yanks and Red Sox. What a tool. Goodness. The Astros just need to stop talking. Just stop talking, you know? It's what I do, brother. I attend the AFL and spring training every year, plus D-backs games. That's awesome, James. Arizona Fall League, that's awesome. At this point, I don't know who to trust. Start a Braves game on the mound other than Fried or Soroka. Newcomb chased off with the bases loaded in the fifth. Yeah, that's the one thing I worry about a little bit with the Braves is their starting pitching. A little worried about that. Losing Hamels, that was a little something. I commented, can't wait for the stream, and I'm here. Cool. Oh, and the winter meetings. Oh, that's awesome. You go to the winter meetings. Oh, lucky. Lucky. Let's go Red Sox. Yes, let's go Red Sox. What do I think about Chavis? Chavis is interesting. Definitely he has raw power. I just wonder, I think his plate discipline lacks a little at times. I think he can be a bit too aggressive. High fastball, it seemed like guys were kind of exposing that on him last year. Pitchers were kind of just figuring him out at the end of last year. And he got off to a hot start. I mean, the guy can hit a ball a mile, but he just needs to fine-tune some things. I wonder if the Red Sox will use him as trade bait in the at the trade deadline or in the offseason. I don't know. I think the Red Sox could maybe get something back for him. I think the Red Sox need a young, cost-controlled starting pitcher that they can just have, for the next 4 or 5 years and try to develop him too. So I do wonder if Chavis can bring something back. So, yeah, Sean, Valdez has a decent fastball. Like it's got some life on it. It's got some movement. It got some tail on it. What's your opinion on Bartolo coming back? And do you think he'll continue to be the best hitter in baseball? Blobfish, Bartolo won't just be the best hitter in baseball. He'll be the best player in the whole world. Bartolo should play every single day. Chavis deserves to be kept. I mean, Chavis definitely has a future, I think. I'd use him as trade bait. I mean, I kind of agree, James, because really, what else do the Red Sox have to try? I mean, it's well known the Red Sox farm system is lacking. What else do they really have besides guys like JD Martinez or, like Jackie Bradley? But what are those two going to bring back? Jackie Bradley, sure, he's some outfield depth, for a team, but, he'll give you a little pop. But, what kind of, is he really going to, he's not going to really give you a big, good package of prospects back. He can maybe give you like a decent prospect back, maybe 2. I don't know. Maybe a bullpen guy. I could see something like that. JD, I think he could give you a little more back in a trade, but he has the opt-out. So I don't know how teams are going to feel about that because they don't know what he's going to do. So I don't know if a team would want to take on – it's not that his contract is, bad. He actually has a pretty decent contract. It's just the opt-out. So I wonder if teams would want to risk that, like giving up prospects for that, But really, what else do the Red Sox have? They're trying to build up the farm, so they can't be trading away any kind of prospects right now. They can't be trading away Jeter Downs. They need to be building that farm system. So really, when you really think about it, the players that the Red Sox have that they could get prospects back in a deal is JD Martinez, Jackie Bradley, and Chavis. Chavis, I think, to be honest, I think Chavis can bring back, you could argue that maybe Chavis could bring back more in a deal than JD Martinez could, So, because Chavis is got a lot of potential. He's young, and he's cost controlled. So it'll be definitely interesting to see. Because really, the Red Sox, it's not like, because really for him to get playing time, it's very scattered. Like it's not really, he'll start at first base one day. He can start at second one day, maybe third. So I'm not sure if he's played in the outfield, but he has to kind of move around to get playing time at the moment. But then you got guys like Bobby Dahlback that are coming up. Jeter Downs eventually will come up. Nick York at some point, 4 or 5 years down the road. So, Valdez looking pretty good here. I think Valdez, you're going to see him for a couple more innings. I could see Valdez staying in. They're having some trouble against him. But yeah, I mean, really, Chavis, I think you could get a lot of value back for him. But at the same time, I think the Red Sox, they could be okay without him, I think, So, yeah. If we can get a young, good pitcher back for Chavis, I'd be okay with that.
Taco Bell's new grilled cheese burrito is filled with nacho cheese sauce and a delicious 3-cheese blend.
I'm going to try and fix something else with this stream.
Introducing Taco Bell's $5 grilled cheese burrito box. Order ahead and pick yours up at our contactless drive-thru. A mobile plan that blows away those high price plans.
Let's see what this looks like. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Plus, get a free LG K51 when you switch on our new upgraded network, Boost Mobile.
Perseverance makes perfect. Taiwan excellence.
Our customers have told us extra space is one of their top priorities.
Alrighty.
Delta gives you more space on every flight, lining middle seats, limiting the number of seats we sell, and boarding just 10 customers at a time from back to front. It's our new standard of care, a commitment to provide you with the cleanest and safest travel experience anywhere.
All right. One more thing I want to try and fix with that stream.
Is brought to you by Berkshire Bank. All wallets welcome. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes at Hunter program. And by Rodenheiser Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electric. Top 6 in New York City. Yankees have the lead 3-1. Andy Martinez
Here's JD Martinez.
tonight. He'll be followed by Devers and Bogarts. And then if anybody reaches, Christian Vasquez. Facing Jordan Montgomery, who's making his 2020 debut.
All right. I think I'll leave the chat box the way it is for now. Okay.
Frustrated tonight. Weak ground ball, second on a changeup. Last time up, just an easy right on the right.
All righty. Where are we at in the comments?
Came in hitting 241 without a home run. They got the bullpen up for the Yankees. It's Chad Green, the righty.
That's always been their strength. That bullpen is nasty. Missing a couple guys, obviously. Chapman in particular.
Yeah, it's hold on, wait, did I miss one here? Missed a lot of comments here, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see.
For example, he cannot go to the video room. He cannot access that
What did I like most about the Mookie Betts trade? I liked getting Jeter Downs. That was a guy I really wanted. I came up with like my own trades in like one video if you go like way back. I had Jeter Downs in some trades. I really wanted Jeter Downs, especially with Pedroia. I mean, who knows? I don't think he has anything left, but I think getting a middle infield prospect like Jeter Downs was going to be good. So, the Red Sox have some decent corner infield prospects right now. They got Duran out there. I'm not sure what Duran's going to end up being when he went up to Double-A last year. Everyone's very high on Duran right now, but in Double-A last year, he played not very good. He didn't have a very good stat line last year. He's very fast, but his OPS was not very high. So he was looking pretty good in spring training, but. Okay, JBJ. JBJ is worth more to keep than in a trade at this point. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting because I don't know if I really want the Red Sox to bring him back. If we can get, I'd like the Red Sox to get George Springer in the offseason. I mean, that may be a pipe dream now with Heim Bloom. It seems like he doesn't want to spend any kind of money. I'm not sure if this past offseason was just this past offseason where he didn't really want to spend money. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't know what Heim Bloom's going to do. So, but with Heim Bloom, I mean, who knows how he feels about Springer? I don't know. So if you could trade Jackie Bradley and get something back for him and then sign George Springer in the offseason, that'd be awesome. Interesting. It'd be interesting though. Mark McGuire, another name. So just looked on Baseball Reference and Jeff Mathis as a 976 OPS plus, so Foolish Baseball is wrong. He's a great hitter right behind Bartolo. I love Bartolo Colon. Really caught me off guard there with Bartolo at the end. Yeah, man, he's doing good. I'm from Connecticut, so one state where it's the Yankees or Red Sox, Celtics or Knicks, and Patriots, Giants. Yeah, Connecticut's like that odd state, like right in the middle, you know? Let's go Red Sox and Pats. God, who knows what the Pats are going to do this year. Am I the only one that thinks Cam Newton's really not going to do all that much? Am I just... I've never really been like a big Cam Newton fan. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably the one person that doesn't like Cam Newton. I don't know. Red Sox have Tristan Cassis in the system who could fill in first base. They decided to trade away Chavis. Yeah, that's why I'm sports kids. That's why I'm okay with Chavis going, because we already have guys that can. We already have Bobby Dahlbeck coming in to play third. He can also maybe play a little first, preferably more third base. Shortstop locked up with Bogarts for a while. He's the face of the team. And if Dahlbeck did come up, play third, Devers could be a DH. Play some third here and there. But, yeah, second, you got guys like Jeter Downs, Nick York at that position. First base, Tristan Cassis. I mean, like Chavis, you don't really need Chavis. Maybe Brianna tracked you down and bought a fruit basket. Yeah, I don't know, Brianna. So, she was freaking me out a little bit with all the fruit. Cassis was in Robbie's first base prospect video. Of y'all didn't see that. Yes, he was. Tristan Cassis is going to be a beast. Let's go Mets. Red Sox stink. Yeah, that's not very nice. Hey, we just took two games. We just did that. So, yeah. Red Sox don't stink. Who beat the Mets? Hey, sports kids, just subscribed. What's going on? It's the first time I've seen that notification. See, that's why I like Streamlabs. That's cool.
So Montgomery had a chance at it, but it was already past him, and Xander has his second hit tonight.
Golf and the Red Sox are teaming up to help defeat cancer. Every time the Sox swipe a base, Golf fuels the win. The donation.
I'm going to see if I can make that notification a little longer.
We'll get a pitching change coming.
That didn't last very long.
The night is over for Montgomery. And Boone sauntering out. He pitches into the sixth inning in his 2020 debut.
Cool.
Looks like he is fully recovered from Tommy John. Chad Green coming in to replace Montgomery. We'll take the break. 3-1 Yankees here at Yankee Stadium. We've been waiting for the return of Major League Baseball. Since we can't all be together.
You said you wanted George Springer in your Fixing the Red Sox video. Yes, I would love to have George Springer. That'd be great.
Now it's finally time to say
Why are you hating on a team in here? Let's be honest. You probably get your hopes up when Marks. If you are a Mets fan, you got to love Giraffe Neck Mark. Whippy 36, what's going on? And they're all right. Who? The Red Sox? Mets?
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help.
I watched Dahlbeck last year in Portland, and he went 4 for 4. Dahlbeck's going to be good, man. I like Dahlbeck. He just has like a Boston name, you know what I mean? Bobby Dahlbeck. That's like a Boston name.
Majestic Rocky Mountains, which must be named after the
Rocky the flying squirrel, Mr. Gecko, sir. Geico. Here's how Old Dominion puts together a winning performance. It takes precision
I made him leave. Didn't know that would make him hurt and leave. My bad. That's okay. He'll come back. Oh my God, that annoying Subway commercial is back. I didn't see it. Dude, Shane Bieber has been disappointing this year. Negative. I'm kind of kicking myself for not picking Bieber for Cy Young. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go Clevy. But Bieber, he's looking like the real deal. Now I think it was my World Series comment that made him leave. Draft neck Mark is horrible. You're so much better. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't know. You know, Mark seems like a nice guy. He does some good stuff. I just think it's either you like him or you don't, you know? I think some people are they like what he has to offer. They like how he talks and stuff like that. But then there's just people they just don't like him. Oh, thank you, Jackson. No way, man. I got a long way to go before I'm anywhere considered the best. Very far away from even that kind of a label. Really hope he can dial down the K's in the show, but Bobby D got the power. Yeah, but Dahlbeck will strike out a little bit, but he's got some really good ability. Clevenger giving up 4 runs. Yeah, Clevy, he got off to a tough start. I mean, he does good stuff, but he's boring to Red Sox fans, though. You're the best. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be biased. That was the goal of the channel. So, he knows his stuff. Yeah, Mark knows his stuff, you know. I do wonder sometimes. There are times where I've gotten a little curious about Mark. I'm not saying he doesn't know his stuff, but there's times where, and maybe someone can explain this to me because I don't really know why he does this, but I've noticed when he's about to do a video on like a certain topic, he'll post about that topic on Twitter. And he'll say, like, for instance, let's say he was doing his I don't know, top 10 pictures in baseball. He'll do like a topic like who are your top 10 pictures in baseball right now, and then he'll get all these people commenting, and then like 6 hours later, you see a video on the best pictures. So it's like, well, what was the Twitter thread for? You know, like, I don't know. Are you just going off of what all the people said on the Twitter, or did you actually go do research on it, or like, I don't know. That's weirded me out sometimes because I remember he did that about the KBO when there was no Major League Baseball, but the KBO was going on. He posted like, who are the best players in the KBO right now, or tell me who you think the best players in the KBO are right now. And then he did a video on the best players in the KBO or something like that. And I was like, that's interesting. Did you actually do your research on these players, or did you just get it from the people that commented on your Twitter, on your tweet? So I don't know. I mean, I was a little suspicious of that. I thought that was interesting because I remember when he did the tweet, I was like, oh, cool, he's talking about the KBO here. And then it was just weird, like 8 hours later, there was like a video on the top players in the KBO. I was like, oh, that's interesting, you know. So I don't know. I'm not like accusing him of any. I'm not like saying he doesn't do his research, but I thought that was a little weird. So yeah, James, that could be his filter, right? I mean, I don't know. So yeah, Sean, I thought that too. Like I said, I'm more like asking you guys because I wasn't really sure like why. You know, but yeah, I don't know. Either way, I think Mark, he definitely loves the game. You know, that's all I care about. If you love the game, then hey, not everyone's gonna like you. That's human nature. So At the end of the day, we are a community here. You know, we gotta all be there for each other. You know, like one guy I really like. He's a bit of an acquired taste too. Is Hum Baby Baseball. So, not all people are gonna like him either. So he'll even talk about that too, where like people leave some ridiculously like hateful comments on his videos, and it's like, why are you leaving such hateful comments on these videos? Like horrible language, and like it's crazy to me, you know. What do I think about Gilberto Jimenez? Haven't heard of that name very much, James. Let me look into him. Gilberto Jimenez. Where have I seen that name? Oh, that's why I've heard of him, because he's in the Red Sox system. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, still a few years away. He's extremely loose and athletic, according to Sox prospects. Standout athleticism. All right. I'm all about being a good athlete. That sounds good to me. So, he just seems like he's very raw right now, you know? So, we're looking at his stats. He was in low A Lowell last year. 3 homers, 19 RBIs. Okay, so he can steal some bases. Had a good average. Good OPS. 873 OPS. That's pretty good. I mean, it's low A, but hey, that's pretty good. He was an international free agent in 2017. Dominican Republic. So you like to see, a stat line like that. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like maybe he just needs to add a little power. He's got speed, it seems. So, looks like he didn't really strike out all that much. 38 strikeouts in 234 at-bats. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm seeing here elite speed. 3.9 seconds from first from the left side. Crazy. That's really fast. Yeah, that could be an interesting player. Outfielder. Who knows? Who knows? That could be very interesting. Do you think Godley would get us the win tomorrow? I think Godley could end up being pretty decent. Godley has a nasty curveball. Are you going to buy Bartolo's autobiography, Big Sexy? I think we have to, right? I might do a live stream just reading it to you guys. Hey, thank you so much, Paul. Hey, appreciate that, man. Again, any type of donations, any super chats, any Streamlabs donations, any type of donation is going to come to anything with the channel. So much appreciated, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, James. Yeah, 80 speed. I figured reading just the little stuff I read about him, I was like, okay, he has to have topped out speed. So that's good. Reminds me of Brujan with the Rays. Very fast. Vidal Brujan. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing or not pronouncing that correctly. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of someone like that, Not sure if that's a fair comparison or not. Robbie, I've never heard of you, but you really know your stuff. Thanks for your information to all of us. Hey, man, I'm trying. Hey, I'm still learning a lot too, man. So that's what's been really cool about doing all these videos is because I'm learning stuff along the way. So when I did the Rockies video today on why I think they could, why they will win the World Series, I was learning about these guys they have in the bullpen. So, I'm learning every day. It's hard to keep up with all these players and all these teams. It's hard, but slowly but surely, I'm just learning more and more and more. One of the reasons I used to be when I was really obsessed with baseball back when I was 14, 15 years old was because I had MVP Baseball 2005 for the GameCube. and I was obsessed with that game. So like I was so familiar with like every single team's players because I would play that game nonstop. So Robbie, I wish I could donate, but my mom would never approve of that. That's okay, Sean. Not a problem at all. Still love you, man. Not a problem at all. Hey, as long as you're in here talking, that's all that matters. When Dominican Winter Leagues start, watch it. Best thing every year. Yeah, man. There's so much good baseball out there. I gotta get more into it. That's why I like the KBO. To me, I'd always heard of Korean baseball, but I didn't really know like how much fun it is. Like it's they're not going to be as talented as Major League Baseball players, but Yankees with a hit. But there's a lot of good stuff in the KBO. There's some fun players. Do you think the Mets hiring of Luis Rojas is turning out to be negative? I don't think Luis Rojas is I don't think he was neither bad nor good. It seems like the players like him. So seems like he thinks about things very well. He seems like a pretty analytical guy, but we'll have to just wait and see, Yeah, Scott Brujan, that guy's nuts. That's a guy with like athleticism. So like when you mentioned Jimenez, that's like when I started reading about. I remember when you wrote Gilberto Jimenez, I'm like, where the heck have I seen that name? I was like thinking, because I remember reading about prospects and whatnot, like a few weeks ago when I was doing all my prospect videos. I knew I saw that name, and I was like, and when I saw he was on the Red Sox, I'm like, oh, that's where I saw his name. So, yeah, when I was doing all my prospect research, I was more. You definitely seem to have a way better handle on prospects than I do. I'm more. I've done more of my research on maybe top 10 at each position, maybe top 20 at each position, even that. So that's why I'm very impressed. You put a big list like that together. That's crazy. That's a lot of players. To me, I was really just looking into just top 5 or top 10 at each position. So yeah. But yeah, Brujan looks like a really fun player. That'll be interesting if you have Wander Franco and Brujan. Ooh. Same as Sean. I actually just subscribed today. Oh, cool, Paul. Thank you. Cool. Whippy 36, one of the best baseball games ever. Yes, I think you mean MVP baseball. I think MVP baseball 2004 and 2005 definitely. 2004 was really good too. But MVP baseball 2005, that's probably the best baseball game ever, in my opinion. I really liked backyard baseball for the GameCube. I think backyard baseball 2004 or 2005, not on the computer, but for the GameCube and the PlayStation 2. Yeah, backyard baseball is fun. I love that game. I'd still play it if I wish they would make backyard baseball. I did get Super Mega Baseball for the Switch. I don't know. I guess it's fun. But, I liked backyard baseball because it had major league players, That's why I specialize in position player analysis. It's so much to keep up with. Yeah, man. Prospects are a lot. There's so many baseball players. Edwin Diaz, will we ever see another season from him like we saw in 2018? Yeah, Sports Kids. So they were talking about Edwin Diaz yesterday on Fox, and they were saying that there's something mechanically that's kind of going on with him. Because I'm wondering, if you had such a good season like that, and he still has really good stuff, he throws incredibly hard, incredible life on his pitches. He still has really good just movement on his pitches. It's just he's just not locating them, and he's lacking command, he's lacking control. So that screams to me there's something mechanically going on. It seems like he's just not flowing. So I think we could see another good season out of Edwin Diaz, but right now, he just seems his whole motion, it just seems whacked up right now. Guys, I'm gonna go for 10 minutes. All right, Sean, we'll see you in a little bit. The Bigs 2 is a sick game. Yeah, I remember that. I never played that, though. I remember reading about that. Hayden, thoughts on Ahmad Rosario? Yeah. Hold on, let me look more into Ahmad. I've seen the name. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's doesn't really. Okay, so he had a decent 2019. 287, 15 homers, 72 RBIs. I was when I saw Rosario, I was thinking Eddie Rosario. I'm like, wait, no, who's Ahmed Rosario? Yeah, no, he had a good season. 19 stolen bases as well. Yeah, just seems like a really decent all-around player. Would like that OPS to be a little higher. If he can get on base a little more, driving some more runs, I think he'd be pretty good. More total bases would be good. I mean, this is not the worst game. It's a 3-1 game. It's not like it's completely out of reach for the Red Sox. This offense could definitely do something. It's always nice when you can avoid chores. Get out of those while you can. Relievers that have outstanding years like he did never duplicate. Rivera is a different animal. Yeah, Rivera was just someone just so consistent. One pitch. That's what I'm saying. It's like Martin Perez. If you got a cutter, throw the cutter. You know? Ahmed was rushed. Huh. Adams last year had a reverse home split. If he rounds that off, he should be a masher. Let's go Red Sox, yes. Verdugo, about to go deep. Verdugo's so funny, like, watching. Like, he's so animated. Such an emotional guy. You know? He's due. Yeah, I would love a Verdugo bomb. That'd be awesome. Such a nice swing. Who do you think is the underdog player on the Red Sox this year? I thought Ryan Weber was going to be like that, unsung hero kind of a guy. I mean, I don't know. If you were to kind of go through the roster, I don't know if you can count Christian Vasquez. I don't know, because he was pretty good last year, but right now, Christian Vasquez is like the MVP of this team. Oh, Verdugo, what the? Oh. I mean, honestly, Phillips Valdez has looked pretty good. This could be a key guy out of the bullpen. He could be a really important piece out of the bullpen. Phillips Valdez, he's looking pretty good so far this year. I mean, he's looked pretty good. I think Zach Godley has potential to really be like an unsung hero for the rotation, honestly. I mean, Austin Bryce, he's kind of come out already a little bit. Austin Bryce, he's not doing like fantastic, but he's doing fine. He has an ERA of 3.43. Or no, that was last year's ERA. He's not doing great so far this year, but that could be someone where, he gets a lot of action. I'm still waiting to see, Chris Mazza kind of come out a little bit more. Yeah, I definitely think someone like a Phillips Valdez or just a Zach Godley, like these kind of names that kind of just came out of nowhere. For me personally this year with the Red Sox is I think it's such like a kind of see what you got kind of a year. Like they're almost already looking towards like 2021, 2022. They're kind of using this year to be like, all right, let's throw some guys out there. Let's see who sticks. Let's see who doesn't stick. And then we'll move on from there. Like they're kind of like just getting all these random people, Who is sitting on that chair? That is not safe. You are going to fall over, my friend. Ah. Yeah, James Scott, man. Yachty 2.0. He's looking great, man. You could see the difference with Martin Perez yesterday. Kevin Plawecki caught Martin Perez in the first game. Christian Vasquez, man, he's just something else where he just makes pitchers feel better, you know? It'd be interesting to see who Kevin Plawecki ends up catching. You can just see Plawecki was not on the same page with Perez like Christian Vasquez was. Perez looked way more relaxed. I will say that from experience. And you guys probably know this as well, but I'll say that when I pitched in high school, we had two catchers on our team. We had Harrison. Actually, it's funny. I'll get more to that in a second. But we had Harrison and we had this kid Danny. I pitched one game to Danny, and it was terrible. I lasted like 2 innings. I gave up like 5 runs. It was just awful. Like, it wasn't good. But like every time I pitched to Harrison, I felt so much more comfortable with him. It's weird how like certain catchers can just make you feel better about like signs and like where to throw. Harrison, it's funny with Harrison because he just had like a feel for baseball, you know? Like, just some people just have a better feel for the game than other people. And he just had that IQ of the game. He was such a good catcher. But it's funny, Harrison, he actually transitioned to be a pitcher, and he ended up being a really good pitcher, and he went to Florida Gulf Coast University, and he ended up getting drafted. Look him up. His name is Harrison Cooney. I'll put it in the chat.
Robert Mondavi vowed to make a great wine for every American table. And that's exactly what he did. His spirit lives on in every bottle.
Oh, crap. I just removed it by accident.
Just like no two people are exactly the same, neither are
There we go.
There is
Yeah, Harrison Cooney. Yeah, he was my catcher in high school. He actually was in the Red Sox system, which was hilarious. But yeah.
Touch and go. Handwriting recognition from Audi A4. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi.
Yeah, Harrison, I loved pitching to Harrison. He always made me feel just so much more confident on the mound. Like, I felt just more free and easy with him. He would come out and like have mound visits with me if I was feeling like kind of like not feeling too great. He would come out and calm me down. That's the same thing I saw with like Martin Perez yesterday. If you looked at Martin Perez in his first start, he just looked tight. Like, he just looked tense, you know? But yesterday when he was pitching, he just looked like he was feeling like free and easy, you know? Here's an odd question. What do you think about King Felix bringing back velocity as a reliever, Smoltz style? I mean, I still think he has something. I mean, why not? You know? I think if anything, once you start getting into that stage of your career, you know, I would be trying anything, you know? I mean, honestly, it's your job at that point. I'd be doing whatever I can to latch on with the team and get paid, you know? Might be borderline Hall of Famer either way, but this would do it. I call what you're talking about at catcher, the Cervelli effect. He pumps up pitchers. Yeah, there's just like something about certain catchers where they just make you feel good, you know? I can't really even describe it. But that's kind of, like I said, that's what Christian Vasquez does for a lot of these pitchers. He just makes them feel better. If you just notice how Vasquez is behind the plate, he's very like, you know, he does a lot of gestures towards the pitchers. Like, you know, there's like one time I remember I was watching him. He's like, all right, come on, like throw me it, you know, like he's very like gets him psyched up, you know, and he's Christian Vasquez, I think, goes beyond what, you know, what a good catcher actually like looks like on paper. I think he does a lot of the little things. I think he pays attention to so much more detail, but he cares about his teammates, which all teammates usually do, I would imagine, but he just has like something about him where players respect him. They respect his work ethic. They know how hard he works. They trust him. So, yeah, you definitely saw that with Martin Perez yesterday. Yeah, he's very animated. Very animated. or like Kevin Plawecki. I think Plawecki's fine as a backup catcher, but I think Plawecki needs to kind of find what starting pitcher he's going to mesh with a bit more, you know? So that's going to be interesting with him. And if he ends up coming back next year. Yeah, Contreras does it too. Yeah. I see your computer has the Celtics logo. They just lost to my Bucks. Darn! They end up losing? Dang. Thought I'd let you know. Giannis said 36. Hey, it's Giannis, man. Nah, Asia. I've been watching the Red Sox Yankees. Last time I checked, the Celtics were down by like 15 at one point. I'm waiting for the playoffs. I'm waiting playoff time. I don't know how the Celtics are going to match up against the Bucks if they run into them in the playoffs. That's going to be interesting. The Celtics just don't have any size. You know, they have the small ball, but like, how far does the small ball go? You know, sure, like it can get you, it can get you kind of far, but how far is it going to get you? You know, like Brad Stevens, he's a very well-respected coach. He's a great coach. You know, and he brought those Butler teams to the championship game 2 years in a row, which was incredible. But it just, that small ball, it just couldn't quite get the job done, like in the end. And I wonder if the same thing is going to happen with the Celtics, where, you know, they got really good pieces on that team and they play that small ball effectively. But are they going to be able to execute a guy like against a guy like Giannis or like LeBron, like in the finals? That's going to be interesting, you know? Oh, that's a chopper to short. Bogarts comes in. Oh, what a play from Xander Bogarts. What a play. What a stretch from Chavis. What a play. Bang, bang play all around. Great play from Bogarts. Great play from Chavis. Good pitch from Bryce. So I'm saying I think Bryce could end up being a pretty decent piece out of this bullpen. He can go a lot. Like it seems like he doesn't need much rest between outings. Pete Alonso's sophomore slump. That's what I'm saying. I think the sophomore slump is something that exists. And I could see it for someone like Alonso, you know? Alonso had horrible road away splits. Or home away splits. He hit like 218 at home last year. That's nuts. He hit like 260 on the road, but he hit like 218 at home or something like that. It's like, what? Usually players hit better at home. That's crazy. Yeah, let's go take a look at Pete Alonso's stats from last year. Are they going to look at this? Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Okay, so at home last year, he hit 218, and on the road, he hit 297. He still hit a lot of home runs either at home or away, but just crazy that home average, 218. It's nuts. How do I see these advanced stats? So yeah, home WRC plus 135. So I mean, he was still really good either way. He just didn't get as many hits at home. But yeah, Pete Alonso, he was fantastic last year. Fantastic. Let's see. All right, we're starting to get some more people in here towards the end of the game. So we have already almost gotten up our highest point. We have gotten up to 24 people in the chat. That is awesome. Cool, guys. So right now we are at 21 viewers that are in the chat. We have already gotten 500 clicks on this video. That is awesome. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Again, thank you to Paul for the super chat donations. Really appreciate that. That's always much appreciated. Any super chat donation I ever get, that will be amazing to me. So, again, Paul, thank you so much for that. So, yeah, Aruz yesterday, he looked pretty good. He was a Rule 5 pick. He was looking pretty good. Looks like he's got some athleticism on him.
Red Sox pen trying to hold tonight. Get some tired arms out there. Price with a 1-2.
Hold on, I forgot to check Pete Alonso's second half splits yesterday. Hold on, second half splits. So let's take a look. Oh, I'm looking at 2020. Nope, I'll look at 2019. All right.
When the Sox bullpen has dug itself a hole at times this season, it's been on ball 4.
Yeah, so first half WRC plus 160. That's fantastic. A WOBA of 410. That's fantastic. But then, yeah, second half he kind of dipped. 123 WRC plus, 353 WOBA. He had an OPS of 1.006 in the first half. Oh, Red Sox got him. That's what I'm talking about. .863 OPS in the second half. So, yeah, wondering if that second half is kind of going into this season a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's hard about, being, a rookie in the league is, yeah, you can have like this incredible hot start and you can get a whole bunch of attention and everyone's thinking you're like the next best thing since sliced bread. But the league will catch up to you eventually. So what makes a really good player is, can you adjust back to the league? So that's what made Barry Bonds such a great player, because he just was so intelligent with the game. And he not only did he just have, the physical capabilities as well as the PEDs, but he was just also just very smart as well. Like he just, that's what made David Ortiz so good. He just knew pitcher tendencies, and he knew the game, like he just knew what pitch a lot of the times was going to be coming at what count, or he just knew how these pitchers are going to throw. And so, and if he was able to adjust back when David Ortiz was struggling in the, I believe 2009, like 2010, even 2011 a little bit, where he was really struggling, and people in Boston were saying his career was like pretty much over. But then he was able to revitalize his career. I think a lot of people forget that about David Ortiz, where he was really struggling from like 2009, 2010. Like, we're going to pull up David Ortiz's stats. It wasn't really until like 2013, 2012 even, so 2008 he was dealing with some injuries. 2008 he was limited to 109 games. 2009 he played 150 games, but for that year he hit 238. he had less than 28 home runs. It's funny, in 2008, he only had 23 home runs, and that was 2 years after he set the Red Sox franchise record with home runs with 54. And then 2008, he was dealing, I think, with like a wrist thing or something. I think that was what was going on. And in 2009, he, David Ortiz, very surprising stat here. In 2009, Ortiz had an OPS under 800 in 150 games. In 2009, David Ortiz hit 238 with 28 home runs, 99 RBIs. He had an on-base of 332, which for him is not very high. Had a slugging of 462, so that came out to a 794 OPS. For David Ortiz, like, I think a lot of people forget that he had a really bad 2009 season, at least for his standards. You know, this is a guy coming off of a season in 2007 where he had 35 home runs, 117 RBIs, and he had an OPS of 1.066. His OPS dropped more than 200 points in 2 years. So, yeah, David Ortiz, a lot of people in 2009 thought his career was like maybe kind of coming to an end. But then 2010, he picked it up a little bit. He brought his OPS back up to 899. And then 2011, he brought it back up to 953. So, yeah, 2009 was really where his struggles kind of stopped. 2010, he kind of picked it back up again. 32 homers, 102 RBIs, 270 average, 899 OPS. But then 2011, 29 home runs, 96 RBIs, and he hit 309 that year. And then he hit a 953 OPS. 2012, he was actually, I remember he was dealing with injuries then too, but he was still playing really well. In 90 games, he had 23 home runs, 60 RBIs. He hit 318 with a 1.026 OPS. And then 2013, he played really good. So that's kind of the thing is like these players, what makes players great, like a David Ortiz, is they can readjust to the league. And they can, you know, they may be having maybe some mechanical stuff going on with their swings or pitchers, something with their, you know, with their windups and whatnot, and just their motions. The great players figure all that stuff out. And they could have a down year here or there, but the great players really set themselves apart from other players because they can adjust to the league and they can figure out what they're doing wrong. So, sorry, kind of went on a rampage there. But, yes. Bonds would be an easy Hall of Famer if he didn't take roids. I believe so. I still think Barry Bonds is probably the greatest player that ever lived, steroids or not. So, Jacob, I think he is defensive-wise, top 5, hitting-wise. David Ortiz, 2009 season was still good, just not himself. Yeah, Jackson. Yeah, David Ortiz. It was still a fine season, but for David Ortiz, you know, it was kind of weird that year. He was really struggling that year. I believe David Ortiz in 2009. Let me actually go look back at his strikeouts. I think he actually struck out a lot that year. Strikeouts. Yeah, 2009, he had 134 strikeouts, which at the time was a career high. And then he actually set, in 2010, he did hit better. He had an 899 OPS, but then he actually set a new career high in strikeouts with 145. And then how crazy is this? This is how good David Ortiz got. From 2010, he had an 899 OPS and 145 strikeouts. 2011, he reduced his strikeouts from 145 to 83, and he increased his OPS by 54 points. Like, that's where David Ortiz really turned his career around, was 2011. That was when Ortiz was, like, back. 2010, he was an all-star, but David Ortiz was back in 2011. David Ortiz was so good in 2013. So good. But David Ortiz, arguably, you could say, it's crazy because David Ortiz, in his last season, had a 1.021 OPS. That led the major leagues. He had a 620 slugging. That led the major leagues. He was nuts. He had 48 doubles. That led the league. 127 RBIs. That led the American League. 38 homers. David Ortiz was playing out of his mind in his final year. Out of his mind. what a way to retire. Like, he could have kept going. I think Ortiz could he could probably come back in a full season now. He could probably hit 25, 30 home runs. I could see him doing that. All right, getting back to this game. So we got 2 outs here. Ottavino's got some great stuff. I hope Pedroia what a great story that would be. All right, so just going to give you guys a rundown of what's going on around the league. So let's take a look. All righty. So as you can see, if you are watching this game right now, the Yankees have a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 8th. They got 2 outs, 0-2 count. Ottavino's up. The Mets have a 10-6 lead against the Braves. The Tigers are leading the Reds 7-2. The Rays have a 2-0 lead against the Orioles in the bottom of the 3rd. The White Sox have a 3-1 lead over the Royals in the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 4th, Cleveland is threatening. They got 2 on, and they are leading 4-0. The Red Sox fly ball to center field, and that's the end of the 8th. The Red Sox are down to their last 3 outs against the Yankees. Great pitching from the Yankees tonight. Jordan Montgomery, he did his job. The bullpen's doing their job. Ryan Weber even, I mean, he could have done a little better, but I think tonight's start for Ryan Weber was at least a step in the right direction. So, 3 runs against the Yankees, that Yankees offense, I don't think that's that bad. Moving on to around the league, the Rockies. Hey, I just said the Rockies, they're going to win the World Series this year. They got a 2-0 lead against the Padres in the bottom of the 4th. The Cubs, that's another team where I would love to do a video on why the Cubs are going to win the World Series. So they got a 2-0 lead right now against the Pirates. Astros, they have a 2-0 lead against the Angels in the top of the 2nd. They are threatening. They have 2 on with 1 out. The Rangers have a 1-0 lead against the Giants. They are threatening. They have 2 runners on. Oakland and Seattle, they're just starting up. The Dodgers and the Diamondbacks are just starting up, and that is what is going on around the league. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick 1-minute break. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Well, the Red Sox definitely have a chance. So just like Paul said, Devers, Bogarts, and Vasquez, they are up next. So the Red Sox do have 3 more outs. Pitching now is Colton Brewer. while this happening's going on, let's just go back to around the league. So in that Mets-Braves game right now, we got the Mets scoring all over the place right now. J.D. Davis, he's having a great game. Cano, he's got a couple RBIs. Cespedes has a couple RBIs. So we have home runs from J.D. Davis. Cano has a home run tonight. So the Mets are looking very good. I mean, the Braves have scored a few runs too. They've scored 6. So the Braves, so Acuna, he's 1 for 4. Swanson, he has an RBI. Freeman, he's 1 for 4. Let's see. Matt Adams, he is 2 for 3. Travis d'Arnaud, he's 2 for 2. He has a couple RBIs. So the Mets, they're trying to keep pace. The Mets had a big 5th inning. Tampa Bay right now. Pitching for Tampa Bay tonight. I didn't actually go over that pitching matchup earlier. So pitching for Tampa Bay tonight is Blake Snell. He's pitched 3 innings of 1-hit ball so far with 4 strikeouts against the Orioles. So right now their runs have come from a Yoshi Sasugo double. He scored Willie Adams. And then Hunter Renfroe had an RBI double. So the Rays, they're looking pretty good. Let's go to the White Sox and the Royals. Adam Angel, he homered. Let's see. Yeah, so Adam Angel, he had the 3-run home run. That set the tone so far. Salvador Perez has an RBI single tonight for the Royals. And then Minnesota. Let's see how Minnesota's getting those runs. So Max Kepler, he had a home run to start off the game. Eddie Rosario, he had the RBI, or the 2 RBI double. And Alex Avila had his first home run of the season. Home run to right field. That made it a 4-0 game. Colorado, let's go take a look at the team that I said was going to win the World Series. Charlie Blackmon with a 2-run home run tonight. So that is the offense for the Rockies. And John Gray, he is pitching very good so far. Let's take a look at the Cubs. Where are those Cubs getting those 2 runs from? Javier Baez, he had a bunt that scored a run. And Jason Kipnis had a home run. So Yu Darvish is pitching very well so far. Yu Darvish, he has pitched 4 2/3 innings. Only two hits allowed, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. So he's looking pretty good. As for the Astros, it looks like they are threatening here. They got 2 on with 1 out in the top of the 2nd. Right now, the Astros offense, as Kyle Tucker, he had a 2 RBI double. So Kyle Tucker, he is someone that I had on my list of potential breakout players this year. Kyle Tucker, he's been contributing. So he's doing pretty good. If I were to take a look, let's go to his stat line, Kyle Tucker. Because they got Yordan Alvarez not playing right now. So Kyle Tucker so far, low average so far, but he's driven in a few runs. So, he's only 23 years old. So look out for Kyle Tucker this year.
That's the great equalizer back behind the plate right now. You know, Vasquez, you want to run. You really want to run in this situation, nobody out. But you got to make sure you got a great jump because you got a great arm behind the plate. You know it.
All right, let's get back to the comments. Pace for 60 home runs and 45 doubles. Who's your sleeper 2020 MVP pick? I mean, I kind of picked a sleeper for MVP. I picked Max Chapman. As of right now, if I were to take a look at some of the ways some guys are playing, I would also look out for Max Kepler. I like Max Kepler. He already has 3 home runs on the year so far. I think Max Kepler is a really solid player. Take a look. Yeah, I'd look out for guys like Max Chapman and Max Chapman and Max Kepler. I like Max Kepler. Let's take a look at how the stats are. To be honest with you, I haven't really looked too much at stats so far. I usually don't look at stats very much at the beginning of the year. Let's take a look. So these WRC pluses are just so funny. Miguel Rojas with a 445 WRC plus. To put it in retrospect, Mike Trout last year had a 180 WRC plus at the end of the year, and Miguel Rojas right now has a 445 WRC plus. But let's take a look at some guys that are playing pretty well right now. Again, Miguel Rojas, though, he had only played in, 3 games. I mean, Stanton's doing pretty good so far. He's got an OPS of 1,600. Didi Gregorius was playing pretty well. Mike Yastrzemski's off to a pretty good start. Mike Yastrzemski's playing really well. Right now, Mike Yastrzemski, he leads in wins above replacement. So he's got 2 home runs. He's got 3 RBIs. He's playing really well. So average, what's his batting average so far? Yastrzemski right now, he's hitting 423 on the year. Kyle Lewis is playing really well. 448, 2 homers. He's struck out 12 times already. That's not great. But he's driven in seven runs. I think that leads. Oh, no, Nelson Cruz right now. Yankees are threatening here. Runner on third, 1 out. That's a very rare error from Vasquez. But yeah, Nelson Cruz right now, he leads with 11 RBIs. He's hitting 333. He's already got 3 home runs. So Teoscar Hernandez on the Blue Jays already has 4 home runs. Jacoby Jones on the Tigers, he's got 3. We got a lot of players that are tied for 3 home runs. Jacoby Jones, Nelson Cruz, Colin Moran, Jonathan Shoup, Rio Ruiz, Max Muncy, Anthony Rizzo, Miguel Cabrera. That could be another one to look out for. Anthony Rizzo. If the Cubs play pretty well this year, look out for a guy like Anthony Rizzo. He could be interesting. He came into the season in a lot better shape. Miguel Cabrera has 3 home runs so far. He's playing, he's only hitting 154 and he struck out 8 times. But yeah, Kyle Lewis, he has struck out 12 times, but he's still hitting 448. So let's go take a look at Kyle Lewis. I had Kyle Lewis as a possible breakout player this year. Kyle Lewis right now has an OPS of 1.155. Even though Kyle Lewis has struck out 12 times, he still has an on-base percentage of 500. So Kyle Lewis right now, he has had 32 plate appearances, and he has an on-base percentage of 500. So in half of Kyle Lewis's 32 plate appearances and 16 plate appearances he's got on base. That's crazy. So Carlos Correa, that's another one to maybe look out for. Carlos Correa, he just needs to stay healthy. This could be a year where he could maybe take a run at an MVP. Who knows? I don't know about that, though. Because he's already on a team that's just stacked. Oh, that ball's hit deep. That is deep. Oh, that is gone. That is gone for Brett Gardner. It's a 5-1 Yankees lead. And the Red Sox falling into more of a hole here at Yankee Stadium. Brett Gardner, who has played pretty well against the Red Sox in his career, hits a 2-run homer, and it is a 5-1 Red Sox lead off of Colton Brewer. Colton Brewer coming in, could not get the job done. This game is looking like it should go to the Yankees tonight. The Red Sox will have to climb out of a really big hole in the 9th inning. But Brett Gardner putting a great swing on that ball. He knew it as soon as it came off the bat. Colton Brewer knew it as soon as that pitch came out of his hand. Not a good way for the Red Sox here. 5-1 Yankees. Oh, these are awesome stats, James. Love these stats. Paul, I probably won't be staying after this game. I got to wake up a little early tomorrow. So as soon as this game's over, I'll probably be out of here for tonight. James, are you not too big of a fan of Kepler? I think he's pretty good. But yeah, it is too early with the stats. Tiger's looking really good, to be honest. Same with Jacoby Jones. But yeah. Yeah, the WRC pluses, it's like, what's going on? They're so high. Lewis is striking out a lot. You don't want to see that. He is getting on base a lot, but you don't want to see someone striking out that much. But, I mean, hey, other players have struck out a lot, but they've still been very productive as well. One name comes to mind, Chris Davis, So, but yeah, long term, you don't want to be seeing a guy striking out that much. So, yeah, BABIP. Oh, let me go check on his BABIP. I didn't really look at that one. Come on. Yeah, 733 BABIP. Yeah, batting average on balls in play, 733. Yeah. Yeah, Lewis last night had a 750 BABIP. Guardy goes Yardy. Sports with AJ's stoked right now. Loves him some Brett Gardner. I think Brett Gardner is one of the better left fielders in the game. Is that just me? I think Brett Gardner. Whoa, look at what a play by Bogarts. Good play by Bogarts. Yeah, I think Brett Gardner's a very solid outfielder still. Can still give you some power. He can drive in some runs. Brett Gardner's a good guy to have in the lineup. Stop, Yankee fans, because you're just winning doesn't mean you're going to win. It's okay. It's okay, right, that we lost. You can't win them all. Yeah, Brady. Man, what can you do? Serious prediction. I think, I don't know. I thought the Red Sox would win this one today. Going against Jordan Montgomery. Not saying he's bad, but if the Red Sox were to get to one of their pitchers. If I were to look at the pitching matchups for this series, I don't think Garrett Cole is going to be pitching in this series. He was supposed to be pitching Sunday, but I don't think he's going to be pitching anymore because I think he just pitched last night, I believe. So, taking a look. Tomorrow should be interesting. I mean, maybe we could get to Tanaka. Tanaka's last year, I think he had a 4.45 ERA. Let me go check on what his FIP was. So Tanaka, 2019, 4.45 ERA. He had a FIP of 4.27, a little better. But Tanaka last year was really just like a league average pitcher. Yeah. So, I mean, Tanaka really wasn't anything special. He pitched pretty well in the postseason. So, yeah, Tanaka, I think maybe we could get to Tanaka tomorrow. But the problem with this Yankees team is you need to get to their starting pitching. If there's one weakness on this Yankees team, it's starting pitching depth. So, of course, they got Garrett Cole at the top. But Tanaka, I think Tanaka is a good number 2. How's he going to do? How's Paxton going to do? So, Jordan Montgomery, who knows what he's going to really give you. So, I think with the Yankees, their bullpen is really good. So, with the Yankees, you need to get to their starting pitching. All right. Ooh, we got some good Max Kepler stuff here. Kepler's a mistake hitter. Yeah, I've read that about him too. It's how he gets his power. Got 5 of his homers in 2 games off Bauer because Bauer couldn't realize that Kepler was looking away since they attacked him away all first half. It's how Kepler was able to extend his plus first half into midseason, but he can't look inside and outside at the same time without compromising his power. That's interesting. That's a really, really good little take on that. Works well batting first or second, though, especially where he can capitalize off mistake fastballs in the first inning. So, yeah, be interesting to see if he can really improve in that aspect. I mean, he definitely has a lot of talent. So he's really good in the outfield, too. I think he had – how many defensive runs saved has he averaged in the last few years? So in the last few years, so I'll just go look at the outfield. So yeah, Kepler for his career defensive runs saved wise, he's so in 928 innings in 2016, he had 8 defensive runs saved. In over 1,100 innings, he had 5. In over 1,200 innings in 2018, he had 13. In over 1,100 innings in 2019, he had 8. So yeah, he's definitely proven he's a really good defensive player. So I like that about him. But yeah, that's a good take. I mean, about the mistakes and whatnot. So that's a really good take. So if he can definitely improve in that aspect, I think he could definitely be more of a complete player. Paxton still hasn't gotten his velocity back. Yeah, that could take him some time. You know? How many years will it take for the Red Sox to be good? I mean, honestly, well, if you look at the Red Sox track record since 2004, right? They won in 2004. It took them 3 years to get back in 2007. And then it took another 6 years for them to win again. And then it took 5 years. So, I don't know. If I was a betting man, I would say 4 more years. So, I think the Red Sox, I think the Red Sox, they're not doing anything this year. They don't have the starting pitching for it. They don't have enough of a bullpen. I think they can definitely take a step in 2021, but I could see them maybe, if anything, just being a wild card team, because you're not going to have a full season of Chris Sale, so you need him back fully healthy. I think the Red Sox really won't be serious, like a serious pick for a possible, ALCS, maybe 2022. If even then, I think 2022 they could have a really good team. 2023, I could see being pretty good. So I'd say for the Red Sox, they're not this season, probably not next season. So I would say 2022, 2023. But I think they can definitely contend next year. I think this year they could maybe do something, but they just need starting pitching. But it's just weird with this offense because you are noticing this offense, and I'm not sure if it's Mookie Betts or not. I mean, it definitely could be. But this offense, like, they did have a juggernaut of a first game, but it's just, I don't know, something about this lineup. It's just something is just like, I don't know. It's not really like, I don't know. There's something about this lineup where it's a little bit stagnant. You know, they had Christian Vasquez have a good game, but it's like almost like they rely on, they have to rely on a guy like for each game, So not everyone's clicking right now. Devers isn't clicking right now. I don't think Bogarts is really hitting as good as he could. So, yeah. I think the Red Sox do lack a bit of a catalyst, and I think that's where, not having Mookie can hurt them a little bit. But Mookie's not off to a great start with the Dodgers either. So, So I think the Red Sox, they definitely need a bit more of a flow to this lineup. So, yeah, James, that's a good point. I mean, yeah, they could definitely spend, but, Chaim Bloom, yeah, I think you would agree, Chaim Bloom, I don't think they're going to – I think they could spend a bit. I think they could. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I want to say, like, yeah, go after George Springer in the offseason. But are they? I mean, if I was playing MLB The Show and I needed an outfielder, I would do it on MLB The Show. But, I mean, is Chaim Bloom going to do it in real life? I mean, the thing is, I don't know what kind of approach he's going to take. It was the approach he took this past offseason, really going cheap. That was that was something. But was that just like this offseason kind of a thing, or is it more he was getting prepared for next offseason? That's what I'm waiting to see. What is Chaim Bloom going to do over the span of like 3 years? So I definitely know they brought him in to really try and revamp that farm system. So who knows? I mean, maybe for the Red Sox this time around, maybe they won't be contending for a bit. So I don't know. Best player on the Mets besides DeGrom. I love Jeff McNeil, Hayden. I love Jeff McNeil. I mean, I know Pete Alonso hit a lot of bombs last year, but I just love Jeff McNeil. I think he's a great player. Yeah, it's about 2 years, Angel. I could agree with something like that, yeah. Oh, Mookie had a good throw. Boston needs Chavis to be consistent or a better first baseman to be in the middle of the lineup. Holtz, Betts, and Pierce are missed. Yeah, I miss me some Steve Pierce, man. He was so good in that playoffs 2018. Kind of like the Tampa Bay Rays a bit. Interesting team. No fan base. They have a lot of great players. Underrated 100%. Lowest payroll in MLB. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Tampa does this year. They got rid of Tommy Pham. I was not a big fan of that. You guys have probably heard me say that a few times. I was not a big fan of Tommy Pham going. I liked him. He was like a catalyst kind of a guy. So, but it seems like the Rays, they're still figuring out ways to win. So, yeah, I mean, Jeff McNeil, just like, I don't know, just like a solid baseball player. You know what I mean? Gets on base, can get you a home run, you know? I mean, I'm not surprised if Mookie had a highlight reel of a play. Let's go check it out. I follow, if you guys are interested in following anyone on Twitter, there's someone named Sox Junkie. It's at JustSox365. He tweeted saying, it's a fake season anyways. Pretty funny. Let's take a look. All right, let's just search Mookie. I'm sure there'll be a video of it. Oh, yep, as soon as you see it. All right. Oh, is that off Ketel Marte? That's how. Yeah, it looks like Ketel Marte there. Okay, come on. Here we go. Play. I guess like a little blooper in the right field. There goes Mookie. Oh, what a throw! Oh, what a throw! Mookie Betts! Wow, look at that throw from Mookie Betts. Wow. What a throw from Mookie Betts. Wow. What's up, Maddox? Yeah, I'm getting tired too, buddy. I got to go to bed soon. Let's see. What do I think Verdugo's ceiling is? I don't know. I see like Verdugo as like a guy that could hit. He just kind of comes off like a guy to me that could hit like 280, 300, like 20, 25 homers, driving maybe like, 70, 80 RBIs, Like a solid player, but I don't think he's really going to be more than that. I'm excited to watch the Blue Jays this year. They have such a young team that could be really great. What do you think, Robbie? Yeah, Blue Jays are a fun team. Very fun team. Nate Pearson coming up. We are going to lose. Yeah. Not looking very good. We're in the top of the ninth. 1 out. Yankees with a 5-1 lead. On the mound, we got Jonathan Holder up against Xander Bogaerts. Red Sox looking for any kind of life here. Xander Bogaerts, he's trying to make something happen. He's just trying to get on base. He's trying to extend this game a little farther. Maybe the Red Sox can have a miracle. Real quick, let's just check around the league. We got the Mets are still up 10-6. Baltimore has taken a 3-2 lead against Tampa. They just had a heck of a fourth inning. They had a home run from Anthony Santander. That was a 2-run homer. And then they had Pedro Severino. He homered right after him. So Blake Snell, after pitching 3 good innings, Blake Snell gave up 2 home runs in the 4th inning. So the Orioles have a 3-2 lead against the Rays heading into the top of the 5th. White Sox have given up a couple of runs here to the Royals. So a 3-0 lead back in the 2nd is now a 3-2 lead in the top of the 7th. The Royals got a little closer with a Ryan McBroom home run. Minnesota still leading 4-0. They are threatening. Nope, no, they are not. That inning just ended, so it is still 4-0 Minnesota heading into the top of the sixth. Colorado, John Gray is pitching a great game. 5 innings so far. Only 67 pitches for John Gray up to this point. Still a 2-0 Rockies lead. But so far on the night for John Gray, he is pitching a heck of a game. Only 1 strikeout on the night, but he's only given up 2 hits, no walks. So John Gray is pitching effectively. Let's take a look. Chicago still holding on to a 2-0 lead. Darvish is pitching great. 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk. The Astros, they've extended their lead to 4-0 over the Angels. Once again, the Angels pitching is just not doing well. The Rangers have a 2-1 lead against San Francisco. And Oakland and Seattle, they are scoreless. And Bogarts here takes the walk for the Red Sox. And Detroit, they ended up winning that game against Cincinnati 7-2. The Reds are just off to a terrible start here after a really good offseason. The Reds are 2-5 on the year, while the Tigers are 5-3. Incredible. Alrighty. Yeah, man, Paul, it's been fun tonight, man, but we'll be back here on Sunday. It'll be good. ESPN, not a big fan of ESPN broadcasts, but what can you do? But either way, it's still Red Sox Yankees, so hopefully the Red Sox can bring it tomorrow. Hopefully they can bring it on Sunday. So, yeah, Maddox, yeah. So I'm wondering if Mookie not being here is definitely showing. Yep, so Bogarts is on now. So the Red Sox, they have some life. They got Christian Vasquez. He's hit a few home runs in the last couple of games. Maybe he can add a 4th. Sean has hope. He thinks we're going to tie it and win it in the 10th. Here comes Vasquez. They're going to need a home run here. Wouldn't be surprised. He's been swinging a hot bat. Hey, David, what's going on, buddy? You're just getting here. Right at the end of this game, Yankees have a 5-1 lead. James Scott, hey, man, it'll be good to see you on Sunday, man. It'll be good. Same thing, just watching some baseball and talking some baseball. Vasquez is battling. Hayden, do I like the NFL? Sure. Yeah, I pay attention to the Patriots. It's going to be weird. It'll be my first year really, paying attention to, I paid attention to the Patriots a little bit when they had Drew Bledsoe before Tom Brady, but Tom Brady's been the only quarterback for that team for how long now, really? So, it'll be interesting this year to see how the Patriots end up doing. Hey, we'll see you on Sunday, James. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It was great talking some baseball with you, man. Again, great job on that prospects list. 315 players. It's crazy. Oh, Sean, yeah, man. Hopefully we don't get a double play here. Vasquez. Come on, Vasky. Let's get a homer. Make it a 5-3 game. Oh, he had a pitch right there. That was a pitch he had. I think he knew it too. Oh, he put a good swing on it. All right, we're up to 19 people in the chat. Awesome, guys. Come on, Vasky. Come on, drill one. Well, on to second. Oh, look at that speed from Vasquez. Look at that speed. Wow, look at Vasquez. I love Christian Vasquez, man. Even there, he's running out of double play. Good hustle from Vasquez. Come on, Verdugo. Come on, Doogie. Let's keep this going.
Alex Verdugo to try and keep this thing going. He's gone 0 for 3 tonight, reaching on an error by the pitcher. Two away here in the top of the ninth inning. Red Sox trail by 4.
I feel like Doogie might earn a walk here. I think Verdugo is pretty underrated with his patience a bit. A good pitch on the outside corner there. Good pitch. Not the fastest stuff, but located that pitch pretty well.
Called it a strike, may have been off the edge.
Come on, Doogie. Just get on base. That's all we need.
2 down, 1 on.
Up. And there it is. On to first. And that is the ball game, folks. Good win for the Yankees tonight. They had good starting pitching from Jordan Montgomery. Just a good game for the Yankees tonight. Good starting pitching. Good bullpen. Just a good game all around. Once again, the Red Sox starting pitching, it put them in a hole earlier, and they couldn't get out of it. So, yeah, Jordan Montgomery, 5 2/3, only 1 earned, 4 strikeouts. That's the difference, you know? Is Ryan Weber, he couldn't set the tone. Jordan Montgomery, I mean, he gave up that run to Boston in the third, but then Ryan Weber, after the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead, Ryan Weber, he comes out and he gives up 2 runs, gives up a couple of homers. So, so if we go back to that third inning, so Chavis, he homered, and then Ryan Weber right away gives the lead right back with a 2-run homer to Judge. So, I think the starting pitching really set the tone in this game. So, but alrighty, guys. But I think that's all I got for tonight. I am tired. I got to wake up early in the morning, but it has been, of course, once again, I think this is the 3rd live stream that I've done, and I would say it's another success. So, but yeah, this was fun. Sunday, I will be ready to go. Sunday night, tomorrow, I will not be doing a live stream tomorrow. No videos tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow. I got stuff that I gotta do tomorrow morning, so I gotta wake up early in the morning. But yeah, Sunday night, Red Sox, Yankees. Let's take a preview of that matchup really quick. So Sunday night, let's take a look. Sunday night, the pitching matchup will be Sunday night. So right now the Red Sox do not have a starting pitcher determined for Sunday night, so probably going to be a bullpen game. But they're going up against James Paxton. James Paxton, in his first start for the Yankees, did not fare very well at all. He had only 1 inning pitched. He gave up 5 hits, 3 earned. He only struck out 1. So who knows how James Paxton's going to be in this game against the Red Sox. Maybe that's a game that the Red Sox could take from this series. They're going to have to do a lot of work against Tanaka tomorrow. I believe for Tanaka, is that Tanaka's first start tomorrow? I think that might be Tanaka's first start tomorrow. Yep, so that will be Tanaka's first start of the season tomorrow. So Zach Godley will be going for the Red Sox. But yeah, it'll be a good game Sunday night. Please be here. I would love to try and get to maybe 30 people on Sunday if we can. But it was fun. I appreciate all of you guys for joining in. Let me just take a quick look at the comments. Asia Roberson, thank you for joining. Sean Murphy, next time I'll tell my mom I want to donate. Hey, man, if you can, that thank you. But if not, it's okay, man. I love you. So, Hayden, man, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. David Knight, thanks for coming in. Yeah, Paul, thanks for coming in today. Thank you again, Paul, for the super chat donations. Really appreciate that. Sports with AJ, I'm sure you're going to go to bed very happy tonight. Yeah, so it was a good win for the Yankees. Jackson, hopefully we get him tomorrow. That'll be good. But yeah, so Sean Murphy, say you like the Red Sox. I love the Red Sox, man. I'm hoping they can come back tomorrow and get a win. Yeah, Paul, really appreciated the donations. Like I've said it a few times tonight. Any donation given, it goes right to the channel. So absolutely much appreciated. So Frankie, watching the Dodgers Diamondbacks now, just wanted to stop by and give you a like. Thank you, Frankie. Much appreciated. Thanks for stopping by. Dodgers Diamondbacks should be a good game tonight. Say the gods, Zach Godley. So, who knows? Zach Godley could end up being a steal for the Red Sox. Who knows? But we'll see. But thank you for joining tonight, guys. That's all I got for tonight. I'm going to go to bed. James Scott, thanks again for joining. Everyone, thanks again for joining. So, and I will see you on Sunday. Have a good Saturday, and talk to you later. See you later.